class is canceled for homosexuality outbreak. We go to Starbucks and do normal shit.
Yes.
Hello, children! Listen, you may not know who I am, but you're gonna find out way more than you ever even dreamed of knowing. I am the official ambassador of the Tat Brotherhood, an ascended league of high-minded individuals with a Christ consciousness in the triple fucking digits. We have been on Earth for thousands of years, and you're gonna learn every single intricacy of our time here on this fucking planet. We will fucking know. Listen, my one goal, to dispel the twisted and warped pseudoscience of the modern recountings of history. We're gonna blow all that fake shit out of the water. We're gonna get only facts when you click on this fucking video. This is the real shit. Do I not look sincere? Do I not look like I'm serious or genuine? This is real. Do I not look like this is what I actually believe? I'm punk. I'm sorry. This is real shit. I want to dispel the pseudoscience of modern science, and I want to advance human evolution by bringing them to retuning them to their own divinity and to their own consciousness. We need to bring back consciousness, make consciousness real again. It always has been. It should be easy to do that since it's already real. So, can I explain all 2,000 years of human existence? All 2,000 years.
Okay.
Or like 20,000 years or something.
Okay. Oh wait.
Something. But what I can do, this is like the main course. There was shit before, there was Neobad, Nearu, you all know them. There was the Nephilim, you all know that shit. Yeah. This is all baby shit. This is an advanced course in hydraulics. This is an advanced course in getting your dick rocked to hell and back. This is what you do when you're ready to have a baby, but you don't know if you can really inseminate yourself. I'm gonna help you do that. That's what this is gonna be. This is gonna be an insemination of the mind, spirit, soul, dick, body, whatever the fuck that is. Whatever the fuck's going on here, you're gonna learn it all. Okay.
Oh no.
Let me level with you for a second. Let me level with you. The Earth wasn't like that before. It was not fucking like that. The real Earth, the real fucking shit was back in the fucking day. We got running up upon the modern day coast of North America and South America was Lemuria. We are the children of Lemuria. This was our original home. This was the real shit. This was like Detroit back in the day. That's what this shit was like, except way less dangerous and also pure. It was pure. So, we're on Lemuria, we're all fucking around, we're doing nothing. And by doing nothing, I mean literally every single day. Jacking off, how much time you waste doing that? How much hours of the day, how much time you thinking about sex? Gone! All that, thinking about fucking meditation, chakras, blitzing the fuck out! So we are in tune with our consciousness. We are a level 3 consciousness at least. At this point in our history, none of that, this too gay. We're at level 2 right now. Pissy baby fuck. We are the pissy baby fuckers of the world. Every consciousness is laughing at us. The Greys are gonna come later to literally bully us because we're so shit. We are shit at consciousness right now. But back in the day, level 3 at least, my dog. At least. We are in tune with our shit. But just as Lemuria is reaching critical mass, everyone's here. There is a consciousness shift as we have rounded the precession of the equinox, of course. Okay, so there's a consciousness shift. We went up in consciousness. We have been such good boys, we had earned enough brownie points that we were able to ascend to the next level of consciousness. And so, we're not conscious, but Lemuria sank because it was not good enough for us. We needed more. We needed a more pure land, even than Lemuria, to achieve our greater goals of conscious domination.
So we intentionally sank Lemuria?
No, it just did it on its own.
Oh, okay.
The Earth did, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Lemuria sank because was it our problem or is it its problem?
No, it was not a problem. Don't think of Lemuria sinking as a bad thing. It's like, you know.
Did it just happen?
Yeah, you move houses, you get a new house.
Some fucking karma or some shit.
No.
Did the Earth itself conspire to swallow Lemuria in a spiteful rage?
Possibly. New evidence suggests maybe so. The Earth may possibly be vengeful. We're not sure yet. More evidence to come. So Lemuria fucking sinks. What? Yeah, what?
Does the Earth have a consciousness, and if so, what level is it?
The Earth does have a consciousness.
Oh, shit.
We will soon decide that it also has a kundalini because it is a living organism.
Oh my God!
The Earth is a living organism in tune with us. We are tuned to the vibration of Earth right now.
Whoa.
Okay, so where was it? Okay, Lemuria sank. And so the children of Lemuria, us, we all scattered throughout the world, you know, on fucking Pangea or whatever. Gay shit for fucking pissy baby fuck faces.
Okay.
Bitch. You too. Okay, so, and then.
Thanks, Teach.
Okay, and then, out of the ground, as I just said, the Earth has a kundalini. Let me explain what the kundalini is first. So we got chakras up. We got chakras up in this bitch. We got chakras up in this. We're growing up. Yeah.
What exactly is a chakra?
A chakra is a little circle on from your top of your head right down to your weenie. There are a couple of circles spaced out. And they are energy nodal points. They are points in your body that contain a specific amount of energy, of a specific type of energy. This is the crown chakra. The rest don't matter. This is the root chakra. And once you balance your chakras in such a way, so it's like maybe you're feeling like you're egotistical. Maybe you're feeling like you need to have magenta filters on your vlogs to get people to like them after a while. Maybe you need that shit, huh? You want to reach a Christ consciousness? Align your chakras.
I gotta align them.
And so when you align your chakras, you get a mad energy boost, like 2 times speed. You're like on a Mario Kart, like speed boost. That's what this shit is. When you align your chakras, then your kundalini, your kundalini is the energy serpent that is coiling up your body at all times. And when you balance your chakras, your kundalini activates, and it's pretty fucking sick. It's pretty sick. Okay. A lot of them I'm going to describe will use terms that are vague, like energy and boost, and words that don't really mean anything. This is all true. This is all true, and don't believe any of the fucking lies. NASA, they don't even believe in pole shifts. NASA doesn't even believe in pole shifts. NASA does not believe in fucking pole shifts. Don't. Not even once will we listen to NASA. I'm a yapper dog for the Consciousness Guild. That's what I am. I'm the yapper dog. And I am protecting sincerity. And so, okay. So everyone's fucked around. Kundalini is inside your body. Chakras are inside your body. They're energy nodal points. They respond to specific emotions. And when you balance them, you have a whole fulfilled life Mario Kart. And so, the Earth is a living organism. It has a kundalini. It has chakras. And so, wherever because it's a sphere and not like a line like humans are, we're just a line. That's fine. There's like in the center of the Earth, that is the root chakra, and kind of like a laser beam decides on the planet to project its like spine. So, like it could project from the core in a line through like England or Spain or whatever. And so. The Earth chose the location of Atlantis. Atlantis is in the Atlantic Ocean. After Lemuria sank, Earth chose with its kundalini to have Atlantis be there, and that's going to be the new home of humans, or the children of Lemuria. Patented, trademarked, only that. And so that rises. Then I should mention, at this point in time, there are about 1,000 humans or so that are on like the real shit. They are twisted. They are above everyone else. They're doing fucking cocaine daily. They are addicted to this shit. And by cocaine, I mean blitzing the fuck out. These people are the calls. Today we know them as ascended masters. Yeah. Starting to make sense. Yeah. Starting to get it. Ascended masters, the calls. They're the real shit. They know everything. They're at like level fucking like 6? I know! What? Yeah, what?
What is the highest known level of consciousness?
It's vague. Like, the farthest I've seen is like level, like, 10.
Holy shit. So we're working on a 10 scale right now.
We're on a 10 scale,
So
basically.
we're at like 20%.
Yeah, we're shit.
We suck.
Yeah, we're absolute shit.
We're like below it now.
Yeah.
Shit.
We need to really get the shit jacked. It was World War I that made us realize that the spirituality was good, and then it took the Holocaust to make it so we didn't know that anymore.
I've in the reading for the class, I heard about Thoth.
Yes.
Is Thoth one of the Ascended Masters, aka Nical's?
Thoth is actually he was actually kind of fucked over. Thoth is actually a priest of Atlantis, otherwise known as the Mayan. The Mayan are the priests of Atlantis. This is a good time to explain the symbol of Atlantis. This is the symbol of Atlantis. This is on their flag. They got it copyrighted. You cannot use this for your mobile game. This is the symbol of Atlantis. The inner circle is the Nicals, the Ascended Masters. Then the outer circle are the Maya, the priests, and the outer circle are the Lemurians, us, the normal layman bumfuck retards. Yeah, what Tom?
Are we going to talk about how the Mayans got from Atlantis to South America?
Yes, but way later, and also for only a sentence.
Oh.
Okay, so, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Nicals. Okay, so the Nicals started preparing for Atlantis to be their own home. So they like blazed onto it like a football stadium field. They blazed onto it in post. The Tree of Life. The tree. Don't pay attention to the green parts yet. They don't matter. The Tree of Life is a sacred geometry pattern that is woven into the universe. Everything that is related to consciousness is a geometry shape. And so if you got some fucking triangles overlaying each other, it looks kind of cool, and you would draw it if you were in ancient Mesopotamia and you didn't have anything else to do because you were dying constantly. That's a sacred geometry. That's what that means. And so they drew that because they wanted to pull in life. The Tree of Life pulls in life. It wants life to gravitate towards it, and it's basically cool, yes.
Isn't it just a shape? Why does it want things?
It's sacred geometry, Ben. It's woven into the universe.
That doesn't really answer my question.
It's woven into the universe. Look at this shit. You draw this, make it wobbly, fuck, no one cares. The universe knows what you're trying to do. It's the fucking Tree of Life.
Who's trying to do?
So is the universe like a
It's conscious. It's conscious. It's conscious. Well, okay. There's mass consciousness, and then there's galactic consciousness. This is what center of the galaxy means over here. Yeah.
Does the universe have a kundalini?
Maybe we're at the crown of the kundalini, like how we were at the crown of the earth for Atlantis. Maybe. I mean, that might be egotistical. I'm not about myself. I'm not about my trees. All I care about is knowledge. And so. Okay, so they make this, and then they add 2 more circles. They add 2 circles. One up here, this is like literally just so they can have like a secret club, like this is the brain of it. Literally just to like make themselves seem cooler. The Nicals do this. There's no reason, and wouldn't you think that like fucking up the design of the geometry would make it not work or something to that effect? Yeah. No! You don't know shit! You're not a fucking Nicol! Wait, level 2? 1.5? Nothing! This was like in the water, by the way, so I literally don't... Whatever. Also, these red things. All the Lemurians are like, shit, this thing is dope. They got fucking Fritos, they got salsa. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna watch the game. And then go there. And, yeah.
Where were these dots and shit?
What do you mean?
Where did this come from?
Okay.
Why?
What do you mean the dots and shit?
The dots and shit in the Tree of Life.
Where are they going? Do these dots represent physical locations on Earth?
Yes. Well, okay. As I said in the beginning, this image was like blazed onto Atlantis like a post-production in a football match. So, like, there's just like a continent here, and these places are a beam that is shooting up into the sky, and they are projected to the accuracy of a single atom at the tail end of it. And so they are pulling in Lemurians left and right to make settlements along these dots. Not here though, because that's a special club, and not here because you're gonna fucking drown if you do that. So everyone goes there, everything's great, we're fucking pimping out, we're jacking off, we're fucking street walking, we're jaywalking. There's no fucking rules against jaywalking in here. The lights don't work in Lemuria. Whenever you want to go to a crosswalk and you want to cross, you press the fucking thing like 10,000 times, and it goes like red, fucking green, red, fucking green. That does not change. It's always the stop. It's always the don't do it. It's fuck that shit. You jaywalk in Atlanta. Jaywalker die. Jaywalker die. Jaywalker die. Jaywalker die. That's what you do in Atlantis. But the fucked up thing is, there are these two circles. This part of the tree of life stands for succulence. This part stands for wisdom.
Succulence?
Yeah.
Okay. Like
What,
tasty stuff.
You got a problem with succulence?
Like things that taste good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We got a problem? You want to rumble with the teach?
I'm simply uneducated.
Is there something like spiritual to do with the sense of taste? Is that why it's succulent?
No, it's just that succulence is good, and
So
you
we're
just want to use a lot of words that mean good here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to make sure I'm on the same page.
Yeah.
I want to pass the
Yeah.
test.
So there's not enough Lumerians to fill up all the holes. They could have just spread out, but that's just not the way of the roll, I guess.
All right.
And so these are still pulling in life. This is the tree of life. The tree of life. They want shit in them. They want cocks in their ass. That's what they want here. So they're pulling in life. Who can they get? Well, 2 extraterrestrial fucking races come here from outer fucking space. This shit is lit. This shit is twisted. You fucking seen the xenomorph. You've seen a homosuck. Gone. God, I say you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. We got the real shit right here. This is gonna blow your mind. This is gonna race off your dick because you're gonna be running so fast you're gonna leave it behind. You're gonna be running from the truth that is what I'm saying right now currently. Let's go. The first extraterrestrial race that will horrify and boggle your mind and turn your mind to fucking mush, and you'll be able to drink it like a Slurpee, which is what I do every day to increase my brain waves. The first horrifying race are the Hebrews. The Hebrews come from outer space.
Wait. For real?
Yeah. The Hebrews are the first race to come to Earth.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Wait. The descendants of Lemuria were already on Earth.
Yes.
And then Hebrews come from space.
Yes.
To Earth? Okay, but and this is while the Tree of Life shit's happening.
Yes.
Okay.
They're being pulled in to the Tree of Life circle wisdom. They're being pulled to wisdom. They're from off planet. They were like
Far off planet. Like, is there a name for their planet?
no. I assume Judea.
Did they come on spaceships or did they just
No,
like, fly down?
They came on the Merkaba, which we will explain later. But just know that it is the chariot of ascension. That's all you need to know really for right now. And so,
So just to be clear, we're talking about Hebrews, aka Jews in real life that live on Earth right now.
Yes.
Oh, they are aliens.
they are aliens.
But they can interbreed with us Lumerians, though.
Yeah.
What is the deal?
Assumably they've assimilated by now.
Okay.
And yeah, what?
Are we still known as Lumerians at this point?
Yes, that's our name up until we decide it's not our name in modern history. That's just what our race was called, Lumerians.
So we should be called Lumerians by all rights.
Yes.
Still.
Yeah.
So humanity started on the island of Lemuria?
Yes.
Okay. 20,000 years ago? 2,000 years ago?
No, like hundreds of thousands of years ago.
Okay.
A while ago.
Okay.
But not that long. And so they're pulled in. The Jews were originally off plan. The Jews were operating at like a level 3 level. They were kind of like us. But then like when they went to go take the final like SAT program to like pass the next level of consciousness, they failed. They flunked. They didn't get shit. They had like wheels and diamonds, but they didn't have the real shit. They didn't have fucking a crown. They didn't have a root. They did, but they were pissy baby fucks. They didn't have a huge old root like we do. We got the root. We got the root. We have that shit. So they flunked the fuck out of reality. They got sent back in time, not in time. They got sent back so they could redo level 3 of consciousness. So they could redo and hopefully make it better this time.
You're saying the Jews did this?
Yes.
Okay.
The Jews have done everything, my
They
friend.
just went back in time.
Well, they were sent back in time, really.
To when?
to now and here.
Wait, so they're from the future.
No.
They're from okay. Imagine it's like this: you were in 6th grade, and then you have a friend who's in 7th grade, and then they flunk 7th grade, so they have to do 6th grade over again.
So then you're in the same grade now.
Yes.
Is that why they're here now?
Yes.
So they already failed, and that's why they're on.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Wait, this is how they got to Earth?
Yes.
Through this process?
Yes.
So
Okay.
even at level 3, you can make a Merkaba?
Yes. They were at like level 4 or something.
Oh, okay.
They were pretty high up, but they flunked, so they have to go back to level 3, which is where we were. And so,
I
But-
have one more question before we continue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Professor Tiny Hats. So what decide? What is there like? Is like the universe consciousness what determines if you pass or fail leveling up?
it wasn't as harsh as like a teacher deciding if you pass or fail. It was just that they failed to become enlightened enough to progress, so they just like started back again and wanted to redo it basically.
Okay.
It wasn't really like the universe said like you're
a
fucked.
self-imposed.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I should mention that at this point in time, humans are psychic. It was probably important.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
At the concerts of Lemuria, we're level like 3 at least, and we are teleporting shit. We got that we got telepathy. We got fucking we're able to like change our shape. We're be able to fucking like, shapeshift. We know all this kind of shit. We're fucking dope at this point. We are in tune with our chakras and our own spirituality. We're gonna astral project. We can mate interdimensionally.
What?
Whoa.
What do you mean?
That will come very.
With other humans?
Yes.
Or like people in other dimensions?
Well, I mean, assumedly both, but mostly humans. We'll get to that later. That's a major point later.
Okay.
That's when we get right down here.
With Jesus.
And so
No, is Jesus the product of inter...
you'll find out. You'll find out.
More sense than the other story.
How do you think Mary reigned a virgin, dude?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so where the fuck was I? What was I talking about? Oh, anyway, humans were basically hot as shit, but the Hebrews were hotter. And they came down here. They taught us like calculus. They taught us how to, tie our shoelaces spiritually. They knew all this kind of shit that we didn't know, and it was great. We loved the Hebrews. We liked the Hebrews.
Yeah.
Calculus in like tens of thousands of years ago, prehistory times?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
I'm just curious in general, like, where are you getting all this information from?
Well, my teacher is a man by the name of Jordan Dunkirk. And then Jordan got his information from Junvilo Melchizedek, and Junvilo Melchizedek got it from this guy right here, Thoth. Okay. You may know him from being the Egyptian god Thoth.
Sure.
We will get to the story of how Thoth and Magelo, whatever the fuck, Druhizelek, met him. Just know that he's a wily little guy, but he's got a heart of gold. He's a total bro. He's humanity's right-hand man. He would be the best wingman. Thoth is just a bro. Thoth is just a fucking bro, and he's great. Right. Look at this guy.
I like him already.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
I'd just like to say that this is better than what we know in society as real history.
Yeah.
Because we have this history from a primary source.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're real history.
Yeah.
From secondary sources, we have to rely on some bullshit.
Yeah, it's fucking nothing. It's fucking Washington. I don't know. Martin Luther King Jr. I don't know. Yes. That's what we're doing. Okay. So the Jews come. It's great. Everyone loves it. But the second one, it's pulling in life shit. It's pulling in life. We need the life, my friend. Give us it now. And so we should go and recount the history of Mars real quick, just real quick so we can get this out of the way. Mars was once a beautiful planet, much like Earth. It was beautiful. There were trees, there were bugs, there were small rats, and oh God, don't you just know it? There were so many flowers, and it was great. There were beings on Earth called Martians, right there, Martians. And they came. They were nice guys. They were cool as shit, but they wanted to join in the Lucifer experiment. Now, do not piss your pants. Do not cry. Do not scream and shout. We need to discuss Lucifer because he's not a bad guy. He's just another boy. And you think that Okay. Consciousness relies on unity. We are all in the conscious unity. But if you want, because consciousness is God, it can do whatever it wants. It is divine. It can change its own fate. So if consciousness wants to cut itself off from unity and consciousness, it can do that too. No one's going to be mean to him. No one's going to bully him like me. No one's going to do that. It'll be great. So that's what the Lucifer experiment is. You can do that, but it's kind of shit, and you don't want to, and no one would, but they did it anyway. So the Lucifer experiment, you cut yourself off from unity, love, and you become pure, logical, right-brained male species.
I was going to ask this before, but it sounds like Lumerians, as well as these other races, are very, like, hive-mindy kind of. It's like the whole species evolves at once, like, consciousnessly. It's very, like, anti-individualistic. Is that how it is?
Yes.
And so, like, this Lucifer experiment is to, like, make you an individual, as opposed to part of the collective, sort of.
No, it just changes you to a different hive mind.
And what's that hive mind?
The one where you're a male.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So is being male bad?
No. Well, okay.
Were there not genders before and
No,
now there is?
well-
Or is it just that you have to be male to be this?
Okay. Think about it like this. You have two Arbucks before you. One is a male and one is a girl. And these two Arbucks, can fuck. They're part of the same species. They're just Arbucks living their life. Hold on. But they are both still poison types, and those poison types dictate what they are and what they can do. So right now, Lumerians are a female type, basically. They are a female type consciousness. We are very fluid, creative, free-thinking. We clean up after ourselves, we smell good, and we bleed. We bleed hard. I don't think... The blood? Out of this world. So much blood! And so, the Mars turned themselves into a purely logical, male-brained species. And instantly, they want to do the extremely logical and important and rational thing of blowing up the entire planet forever and basically destroying Mars whatsoever. There's no like government they put in. They don't learn math. They just kill each other instantaneously because they're logical, rational beings that just want to progress. Mars is gone now, basically.
So is this where like men from Mars comes from?
Yes. Okay. So Mars, they basically start like World War 900. And just, literally every Martian is trying to kill one another because they're purely rational male beings. Which is fine and great. And so they're like, shit's getting fucked. Mars just turns into a battleground. There's bombs everywhere. That's why it looks so red. And a couple of the Martians are like, maybe we shouldn't have done this. And so they create a Merkaba. They create a synthetic Merkaba. This Merkaba, I'll explain it now. Merkaba is the chariot of ascension. It's basically the AVT field around you physically blasted. It activates, and you can do whatever you like. When it activates, you can do whatever you want. Like you can change dimension, you can teleport. It's basically a sick-ass Uber, but you drive it. It's a self-driving Uber, basically. But yeah, basically. It's like an Uber with shiny lights, and you can go through dimensions. But it's basically an Uber, kind of. I mean, it's like attached to you, so it's like you turn into an Uber for a second.
Okay.
Self-driving Uber. And because they're cut off from unity, they need to create a synthetic Merkaba. And so they create a bunch of temples and stuff that all align in a sacred geometry pattern. This is where the man, the face on Mars comes from. That is a temple that they made to create a synthetic Merkaba. The man on Mars face is definitely not just a couple of rocks that was taken in the shadow. Looks like a man's face from a NASA satellite photo. It's a face. It's a real face. You know it's a face? It's a face. And so they do that, yeah.
So if they're creating an artificial Merkaba and it's just a magical ship, why don't you just make a spaceship?
Well, because this one is tied in consciousness, and it will take them wherever life is. And as you may know, learn.
Oh, it's the tree of life.
Yes. And so they create that. A couple 300 Martians or something. They get on board this Merkaba. They fucking and then they are at Earth. They are at Earth. The Martians, every Martian on Mars is just fucking dead because they killed themselves. Rational. and now they are here in Earth, and then they look at the camera like,
This is peak Martian right here.
My God, he's being pure logic.
yeah. And so they do that. Okay, now what you gotta know about Martians. Hebrews regularly like the Jews. The Martians, no, please. We don't like them. We don't like them because they're not like that. You thought I was going to say something, but that's not that kind of show. We don't like them because they're mean to us, I guess.
Just to clarify, are the Hebrews female as well? Is that why we get along with them so well?
I don't know. I think they are actually male because they know about calculus and shit. And so, we should mention planetary consciousness and their aging. So right now at Earth, we are at a level 14, age 14 consciousness. So we're basically like a 14-year-old girl because we're a female species and we're at level 14 of consciousness. The Martians are very old. They were very advanced. And so they're like 80 years old. They're like an 80-year-old man. And so the first thing the Martians want to do is just fuck all this shit up. They fucking green things, planets, no gone, go by, and then they want to destroy everything. But they're vastly outnumbered by the Lumerians. We're like fucking millions of Lumerians, just a couple hundred fucking Martians. Not even thinking about it. So then they just are like, well, let's just, let's just hang out for a little while. Don't be mean to us. And so we continue to not be mean to them for a little while. But through political intrigue and diabolical behavior, they rig elections. By the way, if you want to know what the Society of Atlantis is like, don't do that. And so they get into power politically, I suppose. So now they are ruling Atlantis.
Okay.
They are ruling, well,
So the Atlanteans just elect a bunch of Martians as their new leaders.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So okay. So now they are in power, but it's not like they can really do that much. They're just in power now because people in power are scary, and it feels nice to be the underdog, and that's why stories like this are nice. And by stories, I mean real facts. And so now I have to talk about pole shifts. The NASA people don't want to know about fucking pole shifts because they're a bunch of fucking liberal cucks. This fucking pole shift shit will rip you apart, tear you to shreds, rearrange your spine, and then strangle you again like a fucking sick, nasty scarf made out of bones. This shit is the real shit. Pole shifts. Okay, so the ancient Sumerians knew this. Thoth knew this because he's an Atlantean. The Atlanteans knew this. We know this. It's just fucking big government, big oil, the space industry that don't want us to know about the pole shifts, but they don't know the hell they're talking about. We know their shit. Pole shifts are when the poles, north and south, they move it upside down, they go upside down, and they shift. It's like a couple thousand years or so.
Just out of curiosity, so the Earth is not flat according to our model here.
Yes.
It's
The
not
universe
flat.
is 100% round.
Right.
It beats like a pulse throughout the universe.
It beats like a pulse throughout the universe. Okay.
That's what pole shifts look like.
Oh, I see.
How close are we to the next pole shift?
I believe like 500 years or so.
Okay.
But shit gets fucked when the pole shift happens. Shit gets absolutely fucked. We'll get to that when we get to the void section.
Sure.
So a pole shifts, they usually line up with the precession of the equinox. Now let me explain the precession of the equinox real quick. This is the handy chart. Over here is the center of the galaxy. Not you, Thoth. Not you. You're not that. You're not the center of the universe. You're just a little babe. I love you, though. The center of the universe is this way. This is the planet. So this face, this is like a circle, like grid. We are going from different states. These are the two different states. This is the asleep phase, and this is the awake phase. So, as you may not know, every couple of thousand of years, the Earth has a wobble. And so the Earth will wobble to point our sun or to point the center of the galaxy. So when it points the center of the galaxy, when it's facing the center of the galaxy, we get a mad Mario Kart like stat boost, like Kirby Star Allies stat boost fire sword is what's happening right now. We can boost our consciousness, become fucking spiritually enlightened. We usually grow a level, and we just look on mad shit. We're just texting Merkabahs left and right. Hey, pick me up, take me to Faneuil Hall Marketplace. That like every day basically. Just on demand Merkabahs all the time. And so. This is great, and then this is natural. You know, every day you're awake, and then you're asleep. But you learn more every day you're awake. You learn something new every single day. You turn on the TV, there's a Simpsons. You turn on the TV, there's a Looney Tune, and you know so many things thanks to those shows. And that's what God is like. And so when you reach, like when you're falling asleep, you're like, oh, you know, kind of shit, dark ages, whatever, gay. When you wake up, you learn more and more, and you eventually reach Christ consciousness. This is like the beginning, like Mega Man X, like Christ consciousness is like our Sigma, basically. So you reach Christ consciousness. We'll get
Vile?
yeah, Vile.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Christ consciousness when we reach down here. The real shit, the one that everyone wants to know. Yeah.
So if the Earth during the precession of the equinox, if it points toward the center of the galaxy, we like level up our consciousness level.
Yes.
Are we pointing towards the center of the galaxy right now? Where are we currently on the precession of the equinox?
I believe we have just. In 2012 we woke up.
Oh.
I believe. Yes.
Did you mean to say that it was our zero or not zero?
No.
Is it a bad?
No. It's good. I don't know Mega Man shit.
What the fuck is the sword guy? Long hair.
Like
zero.
our idol. The guy
It's what we will become.
right.
Yeah, our idol. Okay, yes.
Our goal.
Watch Sequelitis Mega Man to know what the fuck you're talking about with that analogy.
No,
It makes no sense outside.
that's fine. So we're doing that, and these align with pole shifts. So when you wake up and you go to sleep, there are pole shift. The pole shifts happen in exactly one day. The poles shift. Now, there's no flat Earth, but let me tell you, the Earth is round. It's not that simple, my friend. You can't just look with your eyes. You gotta look with your eyes. You got to see the Earth crust can rotate just like free will, just like you spin it and just like goes. The only thing that is stable is like the core and like the mantle and stuff. The Earth, the crust, just slap it. Oh, look, it's going fast. I know. Cool. That's when continents rise and fall. That's when oceans rise. That's when shit like that happens. And so when there's a pole shift, the crust just like moves upside down, basically.
Just like a big spherical air hockey table.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so once after that, there's like an ice age. Shit gets fucked for a little while. There's a void, pretty bad. But then it restabilizes. And, you know, it's healthy. You want to die?
Yeah.
You want to die?
Every day.
Yeah. So that's happening. You know, it happens every couple of years or so. Usually, if you have a Merkaba, if you have like when there's a pole shift. Or a consciousness shift, you will usually lose all your memories. But all advanced species, like you will lose your memories, you will lose all knowledge of consciousness, and you will kind of get fucked and like Men in Black. But if you have your Merkaba ready, when you're in the Uber, the snow outside is not so painful. You can just listen to I'm a rock star. You listen to that shit. You don't gotta no worry about it. Snow void. No, God, go. Don't worry. You're just fucking around. So if you're Merkaba, you're safe. Don't worry about it.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Sounds like I want one of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call up a Merkaba right now if I can speed away.
You said that we woke up in 2012.
Yes.
That wasn't a pole shift though, right?
No.
Okay.
They can happen outside pole shifts.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So.
Does the pole shift have anything to do with the equinox?
Yes. Pole shifts happen whenever they can only happen when these things happen, but they don't happen every time you change perception. It's just sometimes. It's like a leap year or something.
And that's when the Earth is pointing at the center of the galaxy
Yes.
or the sun.
Yes.
It goes back and forth.
Yes.
Okay.
Falling asleep, waking up. You do it every day. You were just doing it. You should know about this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. NASA hates the pole shift. They don't believe in it. There was a Nova documentary that was called something pole shift, and NASA took that shit down. They karate chopped. They slammed that down. They took that video. They took that illegal re-upload of that video off of YouTube. They're fucked. They took that illegal freebooted, like not official upload from YouTube down. They don't want pole shift to be known. Tom, none of you need to know that. They're out for you, my friend.
Well, good thing I'm here.
Yes, you are learning more than you would ever know if you were an astronaut. This is the real shit.
Sure.
Okay, so we know the pole shifts are real. Guy named Edgar Casey. Edgar Casey was in like the early 1900s, and he was a channeler. He channeled spirits from higher dimensions so we could learn more about the Earth. And so he was doing a particularly high-level raid. Channel. This was like easily Rayquaza. Like there's like shiny Lugias now. That's what the shit was. So he channeled Rayquaza. And Rayquaza told us about pole shifts. Then we discovered that is in fact true. We did research. Pole shifts are real. There's no debate. Stop talking. You look at me like that. You think pole get the stop thinking that. Okay. There's been a lot of time with pole shifts. Okay, fuck that. Eventually, Edgar Casey's knowledge and channeling abilities and ability to woo the crowd transcend boundaries of race, religion, and made their own box of understanding. This is where boxes of understanding come into play. So Edgar Casey led to the invention of New Age. Now, New Age, don't get scared, don't piss yourself, don't piss off. We're talking about nice stuff right now. Boxes of understanding, Muslim, you got atheists, you got white people, you got black people, boxes of understanding. Hebrews, whatever. They're all boxes of understanding. You cannot limit yourself to just one box of understanding. If you want to be an atheist and a Muslim, don't try and act like those contradict each other. You need to be inclusive, not like in a gay way, but as in like it will improve your spirituality way. Not like a cuck, like peg way, but in like a chakra way. So you need to be all types of shit all at the same time. Muslim, atheist, black, all of those things. You need them all. Boxes of understanding. Don't limit yourself to just one.
Are you saying you can change your race through the power of consciousness?
I don't see why not.
Shit.
Hey, we're laughing at those fucking trans racists now, but now who's the racist now?
My God.
I know. And so, 13,000 years ago, which is when our story takes place of Atlantis, 13,000 years ago, we were at the exact precession of the equinox that we are now. This was released in 2011, so we were just about to wake up. I was relayed this information in 2011. And so, during this point, a piece of Atlantis falls into the ocean. Just a piece, like Lemuria sank, just a piece of Atlantis has fallen into the ocean, made a big splat, and also, we went down in consciousness. Because we were doing shit, we were fucked up, we were stressed out. I'm sorry, teacher, I only got I'm sorry, my coworker. I only got like 2 hours of sleep. I just couldn't get those details together. I couldn't get those papers together. I really fucked up. Down. They got smacked the fuck down, and they're down. You could say on the floor, the ground. No. Okay, so they're smacked down. So we go down consciousness. We cannot perceive the future anymore. We cannot see the future anymore. Really fucked up. Really bad shit's going on now because we can't see the future. We're kind of scared and paranoid now because we cannot perceive what's going to happen in our near future. We're out of tune with the planet. Shit's getting fucked because these fucking Martians are on our doorstep taking our jobs, fucking our women, or the women like the Martian cock better than they like the Lemurian cock. This is not okay. They are not allowed to have that decision. Only Lemurians worldwide. So, Martians are fucking taking over. At this point in time, we have like a lifespan of like 900 years or something.
Every person does?
Yes.
Fuck.
Why?
What? What do you mean? Why? What do you mean why?
What do you mean, why?
We're at a high level of consciousness.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
When you're at a high level of consciousness, you're taller. Well, not taller, like you're like bigger. Like when you're at level 5, you can be like really fucking big, dude. Like
Shaq?
Like Mothra, dude.
Like Mothra?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck.
Yeah. Not Godzilla, like Mothra. Like let's keep it contained. Yeah. And so, just then.
I've never been more inspired to pursue higher consciousness.
If the entire species gets to higher consciousness and we all get exponentially larger physically, won't we run into like overpopulation?
No.
problem? Thanks for clearing that up.
Okay, at this point in time,
Planet covered in moth and fire.
a comet approaches Earth. A comet approaches Earth. Now, we notice this immediately, and we're kind of fucking scared because we can't see the future. We don't know how it's going to be. So the Nicals are still pretty good. They got shit. So they're like, the Nicals pray for us. What's this comet going to do? The Nicals are like, all right, this is divine order. This comet is supposed to hit the Earth. It's going to crash into Atlantis. Just a little bit, though, so don't worry. It's going to crash near Atlantis. So, like, it's not going to be a big deal. This is divine right. This is supposed to happen. This is what the higher levels of consciousness want. I should mention that they're dimensional and conscious levels. We are at, like, right now we are at the 4th dimension. We are 4th dimensional beings. Later we'll become 3rd dimensional. I'll explain that later. That's, like, right around here.
Can you just, what does it mean that we're 4th dimensional? That the Lumerians were 4th dimensional as opposed
Yes.
to 3rd?
Well, they're psychic and they use telepathy. They can move out of dimensions. They can't really go up in dimensions. They can go to lower dimensions if they would like to.
Like,
They're spiritual and can do a lot of fucking crazy like magic shit.
Okay.
They're just magical,
The
basically.
4th dimension is magic or something.
Basically.
Okay. All right.
They can teleport. Yeah, they can use PSI attacks. They can use PK Rockin' right around here.
Are the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st dimensions still like, like X, Y, and Z?
Yes.
And then 4th is just like you can do magic.
Yes. Well, it's like the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd dimension are like the physical world, and then the 4th is like the cutoff for like the spiritual world. So when fucking faggot retards, baby pissy fucks in their diapers who poop hard, they say like there's no physical evidence of Atlantis. You fucking. That's because Atlantis was on the 4th dimension. There's no physical evidence of it.
Yeah.
There's obviously, we have to reach that level, and then of course there'll be 4th dimensional evidence of it.
So is the Earth on the 4th dimension?
No.
Then how is Atlantis on
Well,
the 4th dimension?
All of the dimensions are coexisting, the same universe. There's not like a different universe. It's just a higher frequency of this universe. So there are lower dimensional beings that are Earthlings. We will get into them right around here. Yeah. So they are still here. We just can't really interact with them because they're on the same consciousness and dimensional level as us. It's basically you're just passing through ghosts right now. Ghosts are just fucking flying through you right now.
Oh God.
Just wipe that shit off. So a comet approaches. The Martians just want to blow it up. Like, why should we let a fucking meteor just crash into the Earth for no reason? The man's like, God said so, and it's been too long since I got to play the Xbox, so we have to let it crash. Okay.
Wait, there's a God now?
Well, God is in like higher consciousness. When I say God in action, I mean like 9th level consciousness.
Sure.
Because they are wise as shit, my friend.
Who's got a 9th level consciousness?
No human has ever have. Oh, I'm sorry. 9th dimensional. 9th dimensional. I'm sorry. That's important. They're kind of correlated, but 9th dimensional. So yeah, we cannot perceive them yet, but the Nicol can pray to them, and that's how we get information relayed to us through them. So the comet crashes. They allow it to happen. But then it crashes just like off to the east right here. It goes in the water. Not a huge deal. There's physical evidence of this because this was a 3rd dimensional meteor. Real ass evidence. There's like a semi-large hole somewhere at the bottom of the ocean near where supposedly it took place. There's like a kind of big hole. Evidence. Proof. Facts. Real shit. So a couple of fragments accidentally hit some Martian settlements here, and they burned to death some fucking Martians, and they fucking die thanks to like some fragments of the meteor that hit off. So the Martians are upset because they just allowed a meteor to just wipe out some of their guys. They already have like a limited number, like 300 Martians.
So can a 3rd dimensional thing damage a 4th dimensional thing?
Yes.
So if I punch the air and I could hit a ghost?
Well, that's a good question. I I don't like where your head's at. I don't like your line of question. I think you're trying to disprove or disbelieve some of the real shit I'm trying to show you here. And frankly, I think it would behoove you to stop opening your fucking yapper and letting me yap my yap right across your big fat lap.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Martians are pissed. And so they're like, okay, we've put up with this Lemurian shit for way too fucking long. These guys are cucks. These guys listen to John Ogdenviller on the reg, and they don't have any fucking cheats or dose. They don't got no one of that shit. They all got fucking like limes and like vegetables and like lettuce. Limes and lettuce don't feed on Martian. They feed beefy is a legend. I mean a Martian. So they don't like it. They want, all right, we used a marketable once. Let's just fucking go. Like I'm not having fun at this party. Let me call up the Uber. I can't drive myself. I'm kind of drunk right now. Let me just get an Uber. Hopefully he does not molest me. I am a girl that is defenseless because I have drinking too much irresponsibly, and now I sure hope that my Uber driver does not molest me. That's what the Martians are like right now. And so, it's been like thousands of years since they created the synthetic Merkaba to get to Earth, so they kind of don't remember how to do it.
They all came in one big Merkaba?
Yes.
Okay.
They all piled in. It was kind of packed.
Like a clown car.
Yeah, a few of them didn't have. A few of them couldn't wear seatbelts because they were all packed together. But it was fine. They got there safely. And so they're like, all right, let's create a synthetic Merkaba. Let's get the hell out of here. These people are fucking gay. And so they don't remember how to create the synthetic Merkaba. They thought they did. So they put all the symbols together. They flipped the switch on. Which switch on. That's fact. That's how that works.
Physical switch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, sure. And so they flip it on, and there is not a greater sin or boner or foolhardy mistake you can make in this world than creating a wrong synthetic fucking Merkaba. There's not any of that shit. There's nothing you can do that's worse than creating a synthetic Merkaba, because the Merkaba is the chariot of ascension. It's like ordering a pizza, and you do it wrong.
That is a terrible sin. But you're talking about a synthetic Merkaba.
Yes.
What is an organic Merkaba?
Well, the reason they're making a synthetic Merkaba is because they cut themselves off from unity. So they cannot create a normal Merkaba, which will be used with balanced chakras and love. Okay. So the Martians are doing this because they have to like use it using mechanical shit. Usually, if you were just a nice boy, Metatron comes later. If you're just a nice boy, you could just make a Merkaba yourself. Do it yourself, fucking homegrown. Or there is literally no GMOs within most Merkabas except for this shit. Yeah.
God for that.
And so, they're trying to create a synthetic Merkaba. They didn't know how to do it, but they thought they did. So they flip on the switch, and shit gets fucked. Ghosts are here now. The dimensions are ripped to shreds. They are like a cat to a back, and they will attack. They slice that shit open right down the fucking middle. A ton of lower level Earthlings come out. They're all looking around crazy like, what the fuck? And they're scared, confused, and they need bodies. The Earthlings need bodies.
Don't we all?
And so, for every Lemurian, there's about 20 ghosts. That's about 30 ghosts. There's just a fuck ton of ghosts jam-packed into one guy.
Are ghosts... Okay, I have many questions. Are ghosts dead people? Are
No.
ghosts like humanoid looking? Or are they like
Well-
cartoony monsters? Are they like bedsheet ghosts?
The way they were portrayed to me, and what makes sense to me, is that they're not really... We can't perceive them fully because we are on a different frequency than them, different dimension. Again, these are lower level dimension Earthlings. So these inhabit Earth like we do, but not in the same way. And so the way they were portrayed to me were like kind of like spermy looking ghost heads.
Okay.
So they're just kind of formless and kind of like insubstantial. Yeah, they they kind of look like the Medusa heads from Castlevania, kind of.
Some wispy kind of...
Yeah, some wispy sort of idea of a...
Consciousness or...
Yeah, something like idea of a ghost you would have in second grade, something like that. But you can't really perceive them.
Was L. Ron Hubbard a higher dimensional being? 'Cause this is sounding very Scientology right now.
Tom, Are you debating the accuracy of my lecture? Are you debating the legitimacy?
Serious question.
I believe Ron L. Hubbard was probably a Maya of some sort, who was probably, okay, the way that works is the Nicolaus would like pray real fucking hard. They would get some answers from the higher level dimensions. Then they would pass it to the Maya, who then would relay it to their own people. Why the Nicolaus just couldn't say it to their own people, I think is literally just because they were too cool and they didn't want to become lame, because they made their entire, like a new island so they couldn't interact with like their own people. I think they're just fucking idiots and like jack-offs, just mean egotistical fucks, is what I think the Nicolaus.
Would this be a correct rendition of a ghost?
Yes, that is literally perfect.
I'm showing
yeah.
showing a screenshot from the Game Boy game Avenging Spirits.
Yeah,
The viewing audience at home can look that up.
yes, literally. So, ghosts come on in. It's a catastrophe. Everyone gets really sick because there's too much ghost in their spleen. There's too much ghost in their pancreas. So everyone gets sick, starts to throw up, gets fucked real up, they get twisted, and they just start going to shit. Lumerians are kind of on the downfall, and the Martians are not much better because, they're all in the same boat. They're all getting fucked up by ghosts. The dimensions are torn to pieces. They're all open. People are just flooding in from new dimensions. It's like, when you stab people and you let some stomach acid leak into their lower parts of the body? It's like that, but on a dimensional level and with ghosts. And so, this happens.
Yeah.
Are there Martian ghosts and Hebrew ghosts as well?
Well, no, because these are Earthling ghosts. These are Earthlings. These are
Ghosts aren't dead people.
yeah. Ghosts aren't dead people.
These ghosts,
Yeah.
they're lower dimensional beings.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so this is where we get to my man Thoth. Woo! Let's give it up for Thoth! Woo! Thoth! His dad, Fame, or something like that. This guy was once king of Atlantis. He was once a king because they had like a monarchy and this like spiritually enlightened system, I guess, even though they were elected rulers, so like they were elected kings, I guess.
Yeah, that's the Martians. They got elected. But Thoth was king.
So he was king of Atlantis.
Yeah.
And so, this was past. He's got a nice portfolio. He is a Mayan priest. He's a good boy. He's a nice little guy. He's your friend. You love him. He likes you. He's your kid. He's your child.
Is Thoth a Lumerian, a Hebrew, or a Martian?
Oh, he's a Lumerian through and through. He's an Earthling.
He's one of us.
Yeah, he's one of us. He's our bro. And so, he and a couple of Nicolaus realized that we need to fucking do something because this shit's getting. And we need to do something about that. So hold on, let me get a drink. Talk about yourselves.
Should we fix this right now?
I wish I was like Thoth.
I mean, it won't stay.
That's not true. I can make it stay. We just have to.
Christ consciousness so bad.
Should we cut the video right now?
I just want to
No?
chill.
Okay.
I just want to chill in the fourth dimension. Like Atlantis. I want to go to the fourth dimensional Atlantis. Why am I not cool enough for Atlantis? Thank you.
So, we're back. And he realizes we need to do something. We need to create a consciousness grid around the planet. This is where we get to grids. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
All right.
Okay, so let me just get around here. Okay, so the Nicolaus just trying to like push the spirits back into the dimensional rifts. Does not work. I don't know why they thought that would. That seems pretty stupid. But they tried that anyway.
Desperate times,
So-
man.
So okay. The Nicolaus pray to the highest power. The 11th and 12th dimensions are the highest level in the world, and that's the people you really want to go to. That's like Obama shit. That's like Trump shit right there. Is 11th, 12th dimensions. They're the real shit. So they pray to them, and then the 12th dimension tells us what will happen in our future.
Are the dimensions connected to the tree of life? Because I noticed there's 12. I think there's 12 dots on the tree.
Well, okay.
Is that why the highest is the 12th?
Okay. Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
if you recall, they kind of fucked up the tree of life because it's supposed to be just 10 there right here, but they just added on to because they wanted to just hang out and party in fucking Washington, D.C. right here. Get it fucking twisted. Pedophile playground. Circle strafe.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, circle strafe in the pedophile playground.
Woo!
Woo!
Bloodshot Brawlers.
Woo! So the highest levels told us we are going to fall. This will be a fall of the Lumerian species. We will get fucked up. There's nothing really we can do. This is a really shitty situation. And the worst part is we will fall to the lowest level of consciousness, level 1, and we'll have to start over, and we'll only have 13,000 years to reach Christ consciousness again, or else our entire race will go extinct.
So at this point in our history, we do have Christ consciousness.
Yes.
But then we lose it.
Yes.
Do we have it now?
I don't think we have Christ consciousness, but we have a high level of consciousness that is basically like good enough. Like it's good enough.
Okay.
We're only level 2 right now.
Christ consciousness is not. It's not really a level per se. It's more like what's an analogy? Yeah, a type of consciousness. You can be.
Is it more like potential than like actuality?
It's a way of life, much like all of this. It's a way of life. It's not knowledge. It is knowledge. And so.
I'm understanding what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So a whole bunch of shit's gonna happen. We're going to change polarity. We're gonna become a male species. We're going to start over from level 1, and shit's getting fucked. This will all happen. And so. They needed to, I don't know, hold on one second. Let me figure out literally what is happening right now. All my notes are like pristine and like eloquently written, but even trying to parse what has happened, I still can't do it. Because it's just so dense with content. It's just so dense with narrative and drama and political intrigue that's just hard to wrap around my head how we're so fucking complicated and great and how factual this information is.
You said Thoth was trying to make a grid to somehow do something.
The Numerians
Yes.
making a grid, and Thoth was involved.
Okay. So, Thoth realized that we were going to have to initiate, basically what's happening right now is literally the scratch from Homestuck is basically what's happening right now. So Thoth needs to do the scratch to reset humans so they can start again and they can try and reach consciousness.
At what point in history, how long ago did he do this?
This is all 13,000 years ago.
So Thoth has been around for 13,000 years.
Yes.
Okay.
He just passed on recently, actually.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I know. Thoth. Okay.
What happens when you die?
You're gonna find out soon enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So he knows that. By the way, I should mention, when I said 13,000 years to reach Christ consciousness, all of you pissy baby fucker fappers were all like, what's Christ consciousness? Explain your reasoning. What are you trying to say to me right now? What is the information you're trying to convey? Fuck all of you! You don't know the real shit! The real shit is you have to know Christ consciousness 13,000 years, that's a speed run of a speed run. That's you literally pressing ×2 on a speed run. It takes 100,000 years to reach Christ consciousness usually. 100,000 fucking years. So, this is crazy shit. This has never happened in the history of the universe. Ever. We are special. That's what makes us feel good. Every time we wake up in the morning, we're special. Just know that we're the first to reach Christ consciousness in 13,000 years. We're good. Do you think humans aren't special? Do you think we're not capable of good things?
I'm just in awe of how special we are. That's all.
I know, Matthew.
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay. So, he gathers up his friends. We got Thoth, we got Ra, and we got Erga. They're all best bros. They're frat bros. They're like Ness.
Ness for Earthbound.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like Ness and Jeff and Pooh and Paula. They're like that.
What about the girl?
Paula.
Oh, right.
They're all 4.
What about Pooh?
You're looking at him right now. So, all right. We have to understand what a planetary grid is. They go to the land of Egypt. It was called some gay name like Camp back in the day. It's Egypt. It's Egypt. Don't worry about it. They go to Egypt, and now they want to create a consciousness grid to help stat boost their ability to reach Christ consciousness. And so they're creating the pyramids, and let's explain what a planetary consciousness grid is.
So this is after humanity's been reset. We're at level 1.
No. They are trying to do that. They are trying to accomplish that.
So in preparation for, they know that we will drop down
Yes.
to level 1. They're preparing so that we can
Yes.
speed run.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
This is a hand warmer.
Couple of questions. So, achieving Christ consciousness will prevent the drop to level 1?
No. The drop to we will fall. We are going to be dropped to level 1, and we will only have 13,000 years to reach it back. So this will happen no matter what. The higher levels have just explained to us how to not die.
What exactly are the benefits of having Christ consciousness? Like, why is that something that we want to make sure we have?
In the immediate reality, you will die if you don't have it, so that's a pretty good reason to want it. And also...
All right.
Yeah.
But in general, it's good too, right?
Yeah, in general, it's basically if you want to, like, throw fireballs and, like, speed run video games and learn calculus. It's just... Okay, Ben, here.
Can you have a Merkaba without a Christ consciousness?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think it's just harder to do. It's a casting a powerful spell.
Okay. So like,
To answer all of your questions, Christ consciousness has a lot of energy.
Oh.
There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy in that Christ consciousness.
okay.
Would it be fair to say that a Merkaba without Christ consciousness is like an Uber without gasoline?
Yeah, basically. Or at least a very shitty playlist. Coming out like a rock star. Shout out to Uber. Wait. All right. Okay, you need to listen to these words. This will explain, like, no more questions because you're not going to need them. A planetary grid is an ethereal crystalline structure that envelops the planet and holds consciousness of any one species of life. We're all on the same page.
Ethereite?
Consciousness? Is that what it says?
An ethereal crystalline structure, and it holds life. Yes.
It
So-
holds one consciousness.
Yes. So there's a giraffe grid. There's like a zebra grid. There's a
Dog grid? There isn't a dog grid?
well, yes, there is, but not. But say the one you're supposed to say.
The human? Grid?
No.
Lumerian?
No. What are you?
A boy?
No. What are you?
A hippo grid.
A hippo grid!
Oh, I fucked up.
So Thoth and the boys made a grid for every species on the planet.
No. Well, yeah.
The grid is natural.
He's about to.
Oh, okay.
He's about to make one for humans. And so, kind of doesn't make a lot of sense if the zebras have a grid and you have to make one for humans.
Yeah, that's
since
what I was
humans are.
Wait, yeah, they just, everything else just naturally has one?
Stop asking questions.
I'm unarmed.
You fucking better be. Put those hooves up.
Are humans / Lumerians the only ones who can tap into Christ consciousness on Earth?
On Earth, well, if you don't count the Hebrews and Martians, yes. I don't think that's like a hard set rule. It's just the way things are currently. That's not like the way things. It's not like we are special in that regard that we are the only ones that can reach Christ consciousness. It's just that currently we have evolved in such a way that it makes it easier to do so.
Are the other animals on the planet lower consciousness than humans, or are we
Yes.
all level 2?
No, they're lower consciousness.
Okay.
They're like level 1 and they're like dimension level like 3. So they're shit. They're absolute dog shit. Fuck you if you're a zebra. If you're watching this, you're a plant or a pig. You can go click X out right now. Go home. So
They're not different, they're just worse. They're just flat worse.
if you're cold, let them in. You're cold. Fuck that one up, but don't worry about it. Okay, so this grid has electromagnetics for every layer of consciousness.
What the fuck does that mean?
What do you mean, Nate? We're getting up my grill. You stepping? You stepping up on spirit side, bro? You stepping?
What
do electromagnetics have to do with consciousness?
Well,
And electromagnetic to begin with.
an electromagnetic is what the grids are based off. So the polar shifts change the frequency of electromagnetics, so they are different, and you have to adjust to them every couple, when there's a pole shift.
Okay.
So like if that happened, like would all my batteries need to go in the other way now? Like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So a grid holds every level of consciousness.
Yes.
So a human grid, if we're level 2, would have like a first level human consciousness and a second level
Yes.
human consciousness? Okay.
Also, I should mention right away, before you think that Thoth is going to like flip a switch and turn on this grid, the way this works is, imagine an electrical system. You will need wires to get the electricity to run. I don't know how wires work. It's something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
So he is building temples that will be the outline of the grid. He's building temples around the world. This will be the wiring of the grid that will turn on when we reach Christ consciousness. And, spoiler alert, it's on right fucking now, my friends. The Christ consciousness grid is on right fucking now.
Did the zebras have to build points for their grid?
No, the zebras are shit.
Okay.
Zebras don't know shit. All right, these grids are geometric, of course.
They don't know about the tree of life. The
All right.
equinox.
All right. So Thoth needs to create a synthetic Christ consciousness grid in order to make us reach Christ consciousness faster.
This is going to give someone more work to do, but I feel a little bit enlightened, and I think I'm ascending to a new level.
Right before our eyes.
Fuck cars.
What level do you feel at, my friend?
I don't know. Does this look like a 5 to you, maybe?
No, okay, all right. For the sake of a joke, sure, but if we want to get real here, you're looking like a 3 at most. Come on. No, you're a 2. Normal humans are a 2. Yeah. We're shit. But you, my friend, you're going places. You're level 3. You're on your way there.
I want to ride to work on a fucking giraffe!
Okay, so he wants to tap into mass consciousness. Now let's talk about mass consciousness, and I'm going to explain, for the first time that I felt like I've needed to, I will provide some proof, some hard proof. The rest of this you can just, it's easy to believe, it's easy to tap into. Yeah, self-evident. Here's some proof of mass consciousness. So, Australia, right? Boo! 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 Thoth. Okay, some bumfuck, I don't know, what Aborigines are in Australia or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And by Aborigines, I mean white people. So white people in Australia, they're doing some scientific, today, they're doing some scientific research. It's just like modern times. Like, this is how we know we've proven mass consciousness. So they have an experiment where they have an optical illusion, and this optical illusion portrays a bunch of human faces, but they are portrayed in such a way where there are many secret faces that you cannot tell right away by looking at it. So it's an optical illusion in the sense that there are a lot of tiny faces, but you can only really at a glance see 6 or 7. Do you get it? Yeah, okay.
Like little miniature faces are
Yes.
hidden in the main faces?
Yeah, yes. Okay. So when they showed it to people in Australia, because they're dumb fucks, all of them were like, oh, is that a crocodile? I see maybe 1 or 2 kangaroo in there, my friend. Oh, the spicy jambalaya just makes me... That's what they say in Australia day in, day out.
Down in the Australian bayou.
Yeah. So they do that, but then they go to England.
What do they do there?
I'll tell you, thanks for asking. So they go to England, and they have a BBC progress posted only in England. If they find out you're watching through like a MAC address or something, they will delete you. They will fucking wipe you off the map. Only England when you walk through that door. So they broadcast this, and they show every single face in the image. They window and they show every tiny little face, so everyone knows exactly where the faces are. So then they go back to Australia, and they get new people, and people can see more faces. they so they did this experiment where, because they showed a lot of faces in the image in England, and then they got better results in Australia. That's mass consciousness. That's mass consciousness, ladies and gentlemen. That's mass consciousness. That's mass consciousness. Rose boys, rose boys.
Is there a way to view this optical illusion on the internet?
I'm sure there is. I don't know if it will be the optical illusion, but I'm sure there would be one that is similar to it.
What is the timeline right now?
Well, okay, this is not on the timeline. This was just proof to explain Thoth's mass consciousness. Yeah.
Back when the grid is being built. Okay, so early on, humans all lived on Lemuria.
Well, yes.
But then Lemuria sank. They moved to Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
Do humans own and Martians and the Hebrews?
Yeah.
Do they only live on Atlantis, or have they spread across the world now?
It's somewhat vague. It's sort of like.
Because Thoth is going around building temples all over the dang place.
Oh, okay. Well, he did that with no people. But like, imagine it like this: Atlantis, New York City, Los Angeles, London, Uzbekistan, the real big shit right here. So there's the big shit, and like, so basically everyone is right here. But I'm sure if you like wanted to just fuck off, like you could. It's just that no one really wants to, because you want to be with your bros. You want to hang out. You want to circle jerk. You want to do that kind of shit. By the way, more proof. If you look at the planetary consciousness grid as it appears today, you will see that along the grid, there are tiny little military bases built by the United States and Russian governments. And what are they going to do? They're trying to control consciousness. Because when you control consciousness, you understand how we think and feel. And by controlling consciousness, obviously you're just going to build physical locations along the grid to control it.
Yeah, of
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like power.
Yeah.
Lines.
Yeah.
Grid.
Yeah. Okay.
Thoth.
Okay. By the way, the planetary grid you can see through astral projection. So if you want to go ahead and do that right now, just go ahead and do that right now. What'd you find?
I see it.
What? Proof. Okay. So, 13,000 years ago, he created all these temples. He created the pyramids. He created the shitty Mayan periods. And so it started fucking happening. The poles shifted, consciousness shifted, humans fell down. We were now a male species, level 1 of consciousness.
Did that swap the Martians and make them female?
No, they were just all male now.
Okay.
This happened to the Hebrews and the Martians as well?
Yes. At this point, like, the Martians and Hebrews are basically indistinguishable from humans, except, like, Martians are just kind of meaner.
Okay.
Because they're purely logical.
Even though they are literally aliens from Mars.
Yes.
Okay.
So at this point in like modern times, are we all just like genetically part Martian and Hebrew?
We're all part Hebrew, but only certain people are part Martian. Certain people that we're going to get into right around after Jesus here.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
I can't wait.
Took a long time.
I know. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so it starts happening, and he wants to turn on the grid. So he starts, create the sacred sites, get the boost stat. Went to Egypt. Okay. First they made the grid spiritually, using the fourth dimension, and then they turned it real by making it third dimensional. That's all the note says. I don't have any more information on what that means or how they did that.
Turned the grid real?
Yes.
Okay. They made a fourth dimensional grid.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
they
okay.
made it real.
Because by real I mean third dimensional, because that's the space we inhabit. Thoth and all the Mayan and the cults can just create things fourth dimensionally because they use spirit energy. They use chi or something, and then they create it. But in order to make it physically, they need to do it so that we were physical now. We were third dimensional beings. He didn't do that. Okay. Now, according to Thoth, this is where we get into the pyramids. The pyramids. Yo, we was pyramids. We literally were stone created. We were pyramids. Alright, so he built the pyramids. Thoth, the guy, great architect, great job, Thoth. Yeah, pretty good. You did, yeah, Thoth. Alright, the pyramids were built from the top down.
What?
They're built from the top down.
That doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Were they like floating?
They were probably built in the fourth dimension.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking idiot. Well, yeah. All right. All on grid. We survived. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I get into okay. Thoth. We're jumping around a little bit here. So for the purpose of the story, like, okay, the thing just happened. We switched, but Thoth reappeared once the Christ consciousness grid was activated, and we were good. And he came down to Earth in his physical form. And he said, like, good job, everyone. You did a really nice job. He spoke to people, and he wrote down all of the history of the Earth in the Emerald Tablets. Now, the Emerald Tablets are found within the pyramids of Giza. They are tablets that they are resistant to all elements of corrosion. Their atomic structure is stuck in place, and nothing can change it. They do not go over ionization. They are indestructible and unchangeable. Nothing can change them. They are resistant to all laws of physics.
Wow.
So,
How do they do that?
Proof. All right.
God, my chakra.
Go team! Up! All right. The emeralds have immeasurable knowledge in them, and you can read them at over 100 levels of consciousness, and always read something different on each level.
Oh my God.
I know.
Awesome.
I know. They're like Pokemon cards that are like holographic, and when you look at them from different sides, you can see the Pokemon move. That's like that, but with your literal soul. All right. All right. Now, as we all know, the pyramids of Giza have a missing little cap hat, little bat. Fuck. And that cap is real. It is solid gold. It is down in the Hall of Records. The Hall of Records is a big ass fucking room, basement. It's basically the furnace room for the pyramids of Giza. This is basically Colt Corona right here. Well, yeah. And the furnace room. And the furnace room is the Hall of Records. It is a big room down below, way below pyramids of Giza, that has the emerald tablets and also has the missing capstone. And inside the capstone, there's like a holographic map of the pyramid of Giza. Now, as you may notice, there's this little real structure here. So we've discussed the base of it, which is just stone. Thoth made it. There's the capstone, which is golden. And then there is this thing from the side. It is a disc. It is a disc. The only way we can get through this is not in the pyramid. This is in the Sphinx. Now, as you may know, when you think of Egypt, you think of the Sphinx and like the pyramids and stuff. That's what you think because you're Western. You've grown up in this culture of thinking of those things as Egypt. And so when you want to create some sort of cockamamie scheme, and they always leave out the Sphinx because it's not as cool as the pyramids and weird, fucked up stories. You think, well, maybe the Sphinx is important too. Maybe the Sphinx is as cool as the pyramids are. So maybe the Sphinx has cool things in it because those are the only two things I know about Egyptian culture. Because I'm just a fucking pissy baby fucker fapper. This is all real, by the way. So, in the 50 feet under the Sphinx, there is. All right, imagine like a video game disc, but really fucking big. We're talking like the size of like a New York City block, fucking huge. It covers the circumference of the pyramids, and so it is 3 atoms thick. And there's a pattern on it, which I have not depicted here, but it kind of just looks like that, but like with more circles in it. And that pattern is 5 atoms thick. It is powered by consciousness. This is a battleship.
Wait. But it's 3 atoms thick.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Atoms of what?
Yes.
What's the bad and bad?
What do you mean atoms of what?
Wait, what's it made of?
Atoms.
All right.
So this is the love battleship we're dealing with. The love battleship. This is
Next album title for sure.
This is like the white cell, the singular white cell of Earth. This is the built-in This is Norden. Say hello to our friend Norden right here, because this guy is stopping viruses left and fucking right, my friends. He's the built-in mechanism to help the Earth maintain and subsist. So, this basically you can connect to this using like using your Merkaba like a Bluetooth. You channel into this frequency and you get aboard the Love Battleship. You're to be a particularly pure person to do this. No. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! So. He's pure. I can do it because he's pure. The ship becomes an extension of you. The ship is the protector of Earth. It can be used by those pure. It fits directly between this and the cap. And when you see this image from above, it looks like the phi ratio. The phi ratio is just some made-up bullshit, but it's some sort of like.
What really happened though?
I know. I'm just saying that, like, you know how like in your favorite game, there's always like some mechanic that you don't think really makes sense.
Oh yeah.
It's like that.
God damn it.
Okay, so you've drawn what the Love Battleship appearing to be at the top of the pyramid.
Yes.
But I thought you said it was 50 feet below the Sphinx.
Yes. Well, like, you know, like, okay. The pyramid is like the USB 3 charger of the battleship. So it's stored below the Sphinx. But when you want to activate it, you put it right here between the pyramids and it loads.
Put it there?
Yes.
How do I put it there?
You gotta tap into it with your mind, and it becomes.
And then
Yeah.
does it move? Does it move when I tap it?
No more questions. No more questions. All right.
I'm imagining you're just kind of like you tap in and you're like, ooh, just moving it around, and flying it through space. You probably surf on it. Like
Okay.
that, like
All right. Now,
The power
the-
of cosmos.
yeah,
probably
the
invincible too.
the most evident and like, you know, the biggest purpose of this is, again, to get rid of viruses. Now, the Love Battleship is the protector of Earth. So whenever consciousness shifts and the poles happen and everyone's getting fucked up for a little while, like down here in the void, other species start thinking, the species that is going through the spirit shift, they start looking like a snack. They start looking like a fucking snack to these other species. And so there's always trying to take over. Some people trying to take over. Recently, in the 1980s, we had this with the Greys. The Grey aliens came here. We were looking like a snack. We were looking like a fucking snack. Tasty morsel. Meager meat, minuscule motherfuckers. We were looking like that shit. And so, the Greys came here, and then a very pure woman in Peru. There's not a world map out. Peru. She went to Egypt and she started up the Love Battleship. And when you're inside, when you activate your Merkaba and you get inside the Love Battleship, you can basically, consciousness becomes your bitch. Dimensions become your slut. Your soul becomes a ghost and you become God. And so, you can do literally anything. Literally anything. Literally anything.
Why don't people go in the battleship all the time?
Because you have to be pure of heart, and also because they don't teach you this shit in fucking NASA school. They don't teach you shit in first grade. You go to a teacher, will Love Battleship. No, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 9 and 8 and 11 and 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No Love Battleship? The fuck you kidding me? There's shit about alphabets and words. No.
So there's a lady from Peru in the 1980s that activated the Love Battleship.
Yes.
How did she find out about it if there was no internet?
She was pure.
She just knows?
Well,
You just tap into consciousness?
well, how do you learn about anything before the internet? You get a book, you read some fucking books. What you look like a little pea brain?
You just said that none of this is taught in school, so I just don't know where the secondary sources pre-internet came from.
Well, okay. I should mention, jumping back here a little bit. You know how the Kundalini was on Atlantis before? After this stuff happened, the Kundalini shifted to the mountains of Tibet. So that's why it was so pure for a while, because the Earth Kundalini was there. So I'm assuming this woman from Peru just went to Tibet, learned about the shit. I mean, it's not like this was like you know, this was passed through orally. There's a bunch of shit. The Sumerians knew it. Why don't we know it? Because fucking big NASA, big government, big Obama, big Bush don't want us to know this shit. Big Bush kills this shit. Oh, it's me, Big Bush. Big Bush smash Christ consciousness. Big Bush smash spirituality. That's what he did for 8 straight fucking years, and you all re-elected him.
Big Bush smashed my Christ consciousness. It's gone. I'm back to a 2 now.
Yeah, thanks, Big Bush. Big Bush, fuck you.
Big Bush.
Big you. Big Bush, fuck you. Big Bush, fuck you. All right. And so, when the Peruvian woman was inside this love battleship, she thought up a situation for the Greys to leave, and then that happened literally. So she just thought of a scenario where the Greys would leave, and then that happened.
So a woman in the 80s thought aliens are here. If I activate, I'm so pure of heart, I'll activate my Merkaba, tap into the love battleship in Egypt, and then these aliens that totally exist will now be gone. And because they are gone and we don't see any Greys, this is confirmation of everything that she believed up to this point.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Proof. All right. Fuck yeah. All right.
They don't even need most of this proof, frankly.
No, dude, I was already convinced.
All right, fucking
It's a little condescending to have all this proof
Yeah.
presented to me, frankly.
All right.
What's the void?
The void. We're gonna get there soon. We're still on the pyramids. There's a lot of shit about the fucking pyramids. All right. Bluetooth. Pull shift to darkness. Oh, okay. So the shift from consciousness, everyone was gonna lose their memory and become non-conscious, non-spiritual anymore. They weren't gonna know the spirit science. So then calls, because they're selfish, egotistical assholes, just rounded up only them, and with Thoth got on the battleship. Like all of them got on. They activated their Merkabas. They prayed really hard and they activated a huge fucking Merkaba that surrounded the entire ship. But like they didn't get any like normal people about it. It was all just like fancy pants like LA higher aristocrat people. It was all in the calls and like some Mayans. Yeah, what the fuck, guys? It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
The calls are great. They know everything. Spiritual leaders, fuck yeah. The calls. All right, so they have their memories intact. They know shit. They know fucking everything. They're little blue people. They're great. We love them in the calls. They're good. Ascended Master. Hello. That's what they're like. I'm fucking. Hold on, 1 second. This is hard to parse.
Wait. So the consciousness fall happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the Nicole did not.
Yeah,
suffer.
because they were inside the love battleship at the time.
Wait, you can go inside of it?
Yeah.
But it's 3 atoms thick.
It's a fucking pyramid.
No, it's not. It's 3
No,
atoms thick.
it-
So you
it's-
combine it with the pyramid. The whole pyramid's the love battleship, right?
No, it's just that.
Oh.
Um,
Can you
I.
fly around the pyramid?
Yes.
Maybe they were inside of it
okay.
fourth dimensionally?
Yeah.
Do your atoms like mingle with the atoms of the battleship?
I don't like where your head's at. You asking questions? No.
Too hard about atoms.
If the Nicole got in the love battleship and could do anything with consciousness, could they just willed us to like not have to fucking
Stop! All right. Stop! All right. Every time there's a pole shift, the planet, due to the electromagnetic frequencies, everything goes black for a while. This is the void.
You know what they say? Once you go black,
You can't go back. Once you go black. So, every time there's a pole shift, this happens. We went into a void for 3 days. We had to adjust the electromagnetic frequencies. During this time, our memories went away. Shit was fucked. Again, most species don't get fucked because they have their Merkabas handy. The Nicolas had their Merkabas ready. We did not know because we were getting fucked up at the time. We were out of our minds. We were fucking getting sick because all the fucking ghosts. Still ghosting everyone, by the way. That never was fixed. There's still ghosting everyone.
Like right now.
Well, not right now. Due to the pole shift and stuff, it kind of went away. So that was kind of fixed, but everyone was still sick as fuck.
do ghosts exist right now? Are there currently ghosts here?
No.
Do you think that's why they let the pole shift happen to get rid of the ghosts?
Probably.
Wasn't the grid part of the plan to save us from this ghost issue?
No, the purpose of the grid was that we could reach Christ consciousness faster after we fell.
Oh, okay.
Yes. basically we just had like it was like our fucking battlefield was fucked because there were ghosts in it now, and we had to initiate the scratch because our session was unwinnable. So we had to go back in time and make it better.
Okay, so to be clear, like he built the grid, anticipating like the meteor's coming. He builds.
No. The meteor happened before. Okay. The meteor was the catalyst for the Martians getting angry and wanting to create the synthetic Merkaba.
Okay, well then, so he knew that this reset was coming, so he set up the grid so that we could get back to Christ consciousness in 13,000 years.
Yes.
How far along into that 13,000 years are we currently?
We did it.
In 1989, the Christ consciousness grid went up, and we are saved. We have no. Our fucking boy, Thoth. This is right for fucking us. And if you think this is like, oh, Thoth saved our entire species, that's pretty good. Thoth is a fucking pimp, and you will see how his entire lineage is just pimp after doctor after pimp. And so, fourth dimensional psychic molecules, dimension, consciousness at 0. Oh, we lost use of our pineal gland, which is yeah, I know. That's all there is to say on the matter. We went from living like 900 years to living 90. We were barbaric simpletons. We were naive fools like we are today. Yeah.
So how come having Christ consciousness again has not not gotten us back up to a higher level? I mean, it's just a different type of consciousness, right? It's not necessarily.
Yeah.
Hit level 3, right?
Yeah.
My question is, you said we're level 2 right now.
Yes. The common man is.
When did we level up from level 1 to level 2?
This happened. It's a little bit unclear. It was around the same time when Thoth and his boys come back. We're gonna get to the point. There's gonna be like a One Piece time skip right here soon enough.
Sick.
Yeah.
Is the void what got us rid of the pineal gland and made us dumb?
Well, yes, because the void, we lost all of our memory of consciousness and stuff. That's why the pineal gland shrank as fuck. And so we were all fucking stupid ass early men who didn't know shit from shit and fucking raped and pillaged to survive. And so Thoth was like, I'm gonna back up for a little bit. And so he and then Nicole's waited for humans to like have language and know what the fuck was happening before interacting with the game. Because there's not much you can do with like an early man and just kind of try and talk to him about chakras and shit and crystals and stuff. You had to wait for spring that one on them. They'd have to be prepared for that. And so,
I don't feel prepared for that.
Thoth, Ra, and Aragot, they all spread out. They took 1/3 of Nicole's and went to the island of the sun in Peru. They went to Egypt. Thoth went to the island of the sun in Peru. Ra went to Egypt. And then, what was his fucking name? Ragnarok. Aragoth went to Tibet. With something that calls Aragot?
Yeah, is that an Egyptian god? Or?
Yes. Okay. Yes, Orius is extremely involved later.
Osiris.
Oh yeah, Osiris. Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're looking at both. Yeah, Thoth looks just like that. Thoth. Okay. Aragoth moonlights and being an Egyptian god, but his real occupation is being Thoth's best fucking bud. Alright, so we're going to start bridging the gap between this history and our own history. This is where we're going to get real-ass humans involved. No more Lemurian shit. We're now fucking pissy baby fucked with diapers who poop hard. That's where we are right fucking now. So, 6,500 years separates the fall to the first civilizations, the Sumerians and the Egyptians. So let's fast forward there. Time skip. Luffy is older now. He's got a straw hat pirates.
Yeah.
There's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Luffy. Okay. No more chanting for the rest of this. Thoth. Stop. Okay. So the first.
My mind is so fucking fragile and malleable right now. My Christ consciousness is through the roof.
I'm fucking slurping and slacking that shit. You're putting so fucking malleable. I'm just scooping up and putting it back down. I'm just meshing around like some gel in a Gillette bar. I'm just spitting my spit all up into your grit. I'm just tonguing your ass and licking your taint. That's what I'm doing right now. But spiritually and on a soul level. Your ghost is my soul, and your soul is shit.
I'm stimulating your spiritual taint.
Yeah, right now. Your fucking spine is my scarf. All right. Around the time between the fall and the first civilizations, this is when Noah's Ark happened. Because of the polar shifts, there was an ice age, and when all those mice melted, that's when even more mice were on Noah's Ark.
When the pole shifts happened, so the the loose, slack outer crust of the Earth, it like rotates, right?
Yes.
So did like the sudden pole shift cause the Earth's outer shell to swivel?
Yes.
And then like did the centrifugal force of that like throw all the ghosts out into space? Is that where the ghosts went?
No, the ghosts just went back in their dimensions. I figured they were like, oh, it's all dark in here. I should go home now.
Oh, right, because of the dark, the void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's that the void just kind of erases all the problems, and also the problem of being intelligent is also erased. Okay, so now, DNA is your physical soul. Humans have 22 codon, but some children have an extra 6 codons. These are indigo and crystal children. Chromosomes have DNA in them. Each level of consciousness has 15 different amount of chromosomes. If you're on level 2, you have 42 and 2 chromosomes. If you're on level 3, you have 46 chromosomes. It keeps going up by 2. When you reach level 5, you have 50 chromosomes. You also get taller, 50, 60 feet tall when you're level fucking 5. Mothra. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck, I just fucked up. Hold on, let me get back. Yeah.
That's why ancient peoples built giant statues, right? Because they
Yes.
literal
Ben,
life-size
yes, Ben, you are literally spot on. I was going to get to that later down.
leaders, yeah.
The proof of this is that some statues are bigger than others. Is the proof of this? Proof. All right. Yeah, that was literally my next point. You're on fucking top of this, Ben. You're on top of this. All right.
Creeping up towards
All right. Now, here's where we get into my clan, where I'm from, my way of life, the people who I associate with, the Tat Brotherhood. Thoth had a son named Tat. And he, with some Nicals, created a brotherhood called the Tat Brotherhood. And this brotherhood was dedicated to educating humans on the way of life and how to get in touch with their own divinity again. So they went to Egypt, and here's what happened. All right, imagine you don't know anything about Christ consciousness, and you're just a layman fuck from NASA or like an astronaut or some shit, some pussy-ass baby shit. So you would explain like, okay, isn't it weird how like Sumerian Egypt had like perfect writing, and then like technology leveled off, and then they just had a new technology, hydraulics, and then they leveled off. It looks like a stair step evolution. Huh? I'm so just some dumb fuck scientist. I don't know my ass from my heel. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know about any of this shit. Rockets, electricity, Wiimotes. I only know shit about shit that doesn't even fucking matter. So I don't know how to explain stair-step evolution. I know who did stair-step evolution. I know why it's like that. It's because of my main man, Tat. Tat and his brotherhood, me, I'm a Nicole, I'm from the Tat Brotherhood. We went down to Egypt back in the day, and we walked up to some guy and was just like, hey, did you know if you write down things on paper, then it's writing? And he was like, what the fuck? What? What are you even, what? And then we just fucked off for a couple thousand years. We came back, and we're like, yo, if you build a moat, then you'll have a moat. What? What? What the fuck? We did that over and over for a while. Why we waited a couple thousand years, I guess. All right, moving on.
They weren't ready for a moat.
Yeah, they weren't ready. All right. While all the humans were evolving, we had this sick-ass like Minecraft base underneath the pyramid keys, underneath the hall records, there's a giant city. Now this city has, this city is a bit contentious in the spirit science community. A lot of people debate its existence. It exists. If you don't think so, click off this video, kill yourself. You're not warranted in the earth. You will turn to soil. I will eat you. So this underground city, this is where Thoth and his boys are hanging out, kicking back some fucking orange from some fucking Fanta right now, kicking back from some fucking Cheetos, watching the game. Their girlfriends won't let them watch the game anymore, so they're watching, I don't know, fucking ballerina shit, whatever the fuck. Yeah, Tom?
Is Thoth dead at this point? You're saying they're coming back every thousands of years, and their lifespan was 900 years. So
No, well, okay, that.
Are they
No.
Are they able to artificially increase their lifespan?
Okay. Due to consciousness, you can reincarnate, and when you reincarnate, you just keep all of your memories. So it's basically like you don't die.
Oh shit. That's neat.
Yeah.
That's a neat trick.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
We get to learn about that. Will we learn that at level 3?
No, that's like high level. That's like level 4 or 5.
Oh man.
Does that mean Doctor Who has Christ consciousness?
Literally, yes.
Whoa.
Okay, so the game has an underground city underneath. So let me explain to you how we found out about the Egyptian underground city. Let me explain that real quick. Okay, so Thoth got all the information from Thoth. He talked to a guy named Angelo Melchizedek. I'm gonna call him MD. MD was the super hopped up on truth, straight up smoking that knowledge motherfucker. Fucking those sluts, my sluts, I mean books, and his brain was big. And so, he learned about all this shit, and so he became a spiritual world leader. Everyone knows about MD. Everyone knows about him. He's a big fucking deal. He's like the Stephen Hawking of not being dead. He's a good-ass boy with a big-ass brain and like 1,000 fucking chakras.
Wow.
I know.
Wait, where do chakras come in?
You forgot chakras? Yeah.
You gotta align your chakras.
Oh, well, they're in the
Oh,
Kundalini.
is that how you make the Kundalini?
Yeah.
You never explained that those were chakras.
Yeah, I did.
The first thing I asked was about chakras.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Get your
I've
head out of your
never
ass.
completely understood the Kundalini.
But what?
thing.
Yeah, okay. I know that the chakras are arranged in a line, and that line is the Kundalini. What?
No.
the serpent.
The serpent is the Kundalini. It is the energy serpent.
Serpent?
Yes, it is the energy serpent.
Oh, it's like going. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a literal serpent or is this just a metaphor?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, do we all have our own Kundalini?
Yes.
And is there like a different amount of chakras you can have?
No, that's not true. I used to say MD had a lot of chakras because he did, and he was just special.
Okay.
He didn't actually have that
So
much. He's just a nice
normally we
guy.
have 7 chakras?
Yes.
And is like if your consciousness raises, or is that the chakras being blitzed?
Yes.
Okay.
So when your chakras are blitzed, they are balanced, and when your chakras are balanced, you usually gain a couple of XP.
Now, you're talking about MD here, and you said that he is the spiritual knowledge man who told us all of this stuff. But you also said that Thoth died in 1989.
Yes.
Or that's when the thing was completed.
Okay, that's when the group.
Did he talk to Thoth, man
Yes,
to man?
yes. Okay, I'll explain it. Okay, so Thoth, I say Thoth died, but more like Thoth allowed himself to pass on. Like he was like, all right, my work's done here. Once the consciousness grid was up, I was like, I don't need to be here. I just want to be humanity's bro. I just want to make sure my little main man, humanity, made it through. Thoth's our fucking boy. He did it for us, all for us. And so, before that, he appeared before humans. He did this quite a few times. The main thing, you're talking to MD here. He was a spiritual master, and the way MD first encountered Thoth, he was meditating with his meditation guru teacher guy. So he's meditating. Just has his eye, he just opens his eyes, and then Thoth is there now. Thoth just appeared before him because he had a fucking huge power level, and his stats were huge, gigantic stats on this guy, triple digits at least. He appeared before him, and they talked for a little bit. Then he disappeared. Then he keeps appearing before MD for a while, telling him more and more shit. Like write this down. This is the history of us. And he needs to tell it to someone, but no one will believe Thoth. No one will believe there's a Birdman in front of him besides the mentally insane. I mean, the spiritually enlightened. Yes. And so, Thoth does that, and so MD gains grounds because of the vast quality and quantity of the information he's dispensing. He gains reputation. Obviously, Thoth is giving this all to him. It's a giant relay system. And so, Thoth does this. Thoth tells him all this stuff. Good. Okay, so MD. MD is a now world-renowned faith healer, person, good guy, guru. And he's just sitting on his ass, meditating his little fucking heart out, and trying his best. Everyone loves him. Then
Where is he?
He's just living in fucking, I don't know, like Utah or something. So he gets a call from a source in Egypt saying that a stone stele has come out from between the paws of the Sphinx. They pull out the little monument, and then they go inside, and then there is a hallway that leads to the Great Pyramid, and an offshoot of that branch that goes a different way that is shrouded by light. And if you walk towards the light, you feel like you're going to die. Huh. Yes. And so, bullets cannot pass through this, and if you try and approach it, you almost die.
So, let me get this straight. There's a fucking Dark Souls fog door just down in like the pyramid basement?
Literally, yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. And so, the Egyptian government was like, dude, we should get Paramount on this shit. Dude, Mom, get out the camera. Check out this shit right now. So they hire Paramount to come and film this because they did King Tut's tomb. And they're like assembling people to like turn off the light shield. And so they get Paramount, but then they ask for more money from Paramount, like underneath the table. So Paramount gets fed up with them and fucking leaves and dies. And so they don't let anyone, like, because this deal has gone through, they can't just like get another camera or like hire another company or just like fucking vlog it. So they just deny that it happened. But he gets another call. MD gets another call from a person in Egypt. And this person in Egypt says that 3 men have turned off the light shield. 3 powerful sorcerers, I suppose. And so they enter a marvelous city that Thoth hung out in. This was his crib. This was his treehouse. So this is where all the Nicoles were. This is where they romped around. This is where they had fun times when they were waiting for humans to evolve. And there was just a bunch of fucking, like, really... It's just nothing. It's just nothing. It's just a city. It's just like a big ass city.
Underground?
Yeah, underground. Underneath the pyramid, there's a giant ass city. Most of the buildings you can't see because it's on the 4th dimension. So.
Underground and in the 4th dimension.
Yeah. So to you, it would probably just look like a giant room. These are so fucking pea-brained. You got that spirit science. All right. Now, all that shit. Now let's get to the final point here. Jesus. So Thoth and everyone's telling everyone about, consciousness and shit. But it's still, people are, like, it's not, the information is not getting out fast enough, and people are getting stupider. They make, like, governments, and they make, like, wars and shit. That's stupid shit. That's not chakra shit. So people are getting more and more stupid every fucking day. And so, after a while, the Messiah, Jesus is born. Let me go into the circumstances of his birth. Let's talk about the Ankh. The Ankh is a tool from Egypt that, by the way, Digi, I want to do this and you should literally do this too. Get an Ankh and we can do it together. Okay. An Ankh, it is like a repeat button on iTunes, and it is connected to your root chakra. And so when we abuse sexual energy today, but back in the day, your root chakra was just a way to get an energy boost. That's what it was for. And so when you climaxed, your root.
Oh my God, this is what the line means. The chakra is my taint.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, so the chakra energy would blast up from the root chakra up into your crown chakra and then dissipate. But what the Egyptians found out, if you stuck an ankh on your head, then on your backs, like right around here, the energy would get up here. The ankh would activate, and then it would blast up to your head and then back down again, and it would give you like 5 orgasms all at once. Sick. I know. And it was basically like you were fucking hopped off. You were literally twisted if you fucking did this. This shit was off the fucking hook. This was like guzzling gasoline, only it was safer and healthier. And so
Finally, a safe alternative.
the wrong. Okay, so this is all relevant to Jesus, by the way. And so, now we go into mystery schools. That's literally what this is. You are in a mystery school right now. A mystery school is a school for learning about consciousness, and there were a ton of this shit in Egypt.
Does that mean that PCPU is now an accredited mystery school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, can we just talk about how cool the name mystery school is?
Yeah.
You got deep ground, you got mystery school.
You got your Rose Boys.
Yeah, your Rose Boys. Yeah.
Mystery school.
Mystery school. Mystery school. Mystery school.
Would you say that Thoth's village, like city underground, would that be deep ground?
Oh shit.
Literally yes. Oh wait.
I don't even remember what deep ground is anymore.
No one remembers
All right.
what deep ground is.
Now the reason I bring up the mystery school is because they taught a very important lesson there. There's repeated throughout all mystery schools. This is the core tenet, and this combines the religion of Atlantis, basically. Not religion; it was more like literal fact. So.
Of course.
So this is where we get into my man. Starts
Dave Chappelle.
starts with an O.
Orion.
No.
Osiris.
Osiris! Bitch! Osiris! Okay, the story of Osiris is that this fucking little royal boy was just roaming the streets looking for a can to suck on, to eat. He's about to die. Poor. And so, he gets chopped the fuck up. He was like a normal guy, but he gets chopped the fuck up, sliced and diced right down the middle from his clit to his cerebral cortex, fucking obliterated, sliced right through the middle, sideways and under, right through the fucking sword, right through the chest, through every rib, right into the fucking dick, with a rapier, with a sword, with a gun, all these things completely obliterated.
Did this to him?
For what purpose? Why?
I just wanted a hot pocket.
So he's in literally 1,000 pieces now.
God damn it.
Is this Osiris we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And so his body part is spread throughout the entire world. They're like geocaches. They're like geocaches.
Why?
They're like geocaches. And you have to find pieces of Osiris's body.
This is really fun. Just like this with Osiris.
Yeah.
This was just a game.
Yeah. And then his sister and his mother put him back together. Okay. This is a powerful story. It resonates potently. I can tell in this room. You're all captivated. As were the Nicalls. See, the thing is that Osiris started at level 1. But when he was reconvened after he was sliced and fucking diced, he was level 3. So this begins the hero's journey archetype of spirituality, life, death, and then rebirth.
So Osiris was cut into a bajillion pieces, and then the pieces were recollected and put back together, and he was level 3?
Yes.
I thought you got physically larger when you went up in consciousness level.
Yeah. So he was level 3.
There was more body of him by the time he was put back together.
I think it was like they put him back together, and there was like a super mushroom, and he just like grew.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Wait, and so this life, death, rebirth. This was a way. Okay.
It sounds like his mom and sister are the real heroes here, because they're the ones who put him back together.
Yeah, but he got fucking stabbed a lot.
Yeah, true.
Is his sister Isis?
Oh shit.
ISIS.
Shout out to ISIS.
PCP, endorsed by ISIS. A literal ISIS TV show right here before your eyes. PCP, ISIS. Cut that out. Wait, so, God, I keep fucking, my notes are so fucking long that every time I touch it, it just jumps forward a fucking year. Okay. So, this was a powerful way to fucking, do shit. This was an easy way to reach consciousness because, like this was just a proven I guess, a formula. This was an effective narrative that humans just gravitated. This is like you know, like the hero's journey is like an effective formula. That life, death, rebirth was an effective formula for jumping up the ranks, for climbing the ranks. It was just a nice way to do it. God fucking damn it!
So killing yourself is helpful.
Yes.
Okay.
Noted.
All right. The Aborigines of Australia have a photographic memory that is literally a 3D hologram.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, sure.
Well, it doesn't make sense.
No.
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind.
All right.
Proof.
Proof. Okay. And so this idea of the mystery school being teaching you like the path to enlightenment, this was a big fucking deal in fucking, you know, the shit, and this was transported to every mystery school that popped up later in the earth. So there was a mystery school in Egypt, and they started teaching life, death, rebirth. This is where the Egyptian interpretation of Osiris comes from this original story from Atlantis. And so then the Nicals who were there, part of the Tat Brotherhood, I assume, they decided to try and make like a more helpful, direct system that would help humans better understand how to reach consciousness. And so they made, they basically made, how do you pronounce it? Ginkshas, like turning, like if you have like Pokemon, but you like want to make him a human, but like not a furry human, but just like a human, like a gink. Gijinka, that.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
That's what, like when a Pokemon human combination.
Yeah.
I think it's
He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, a Jinka.
Yeah.
Basically, like the
human Pokemon hybrid.
Yeah. If you wanted to represent Gijinka, if you wanted to represent a concept, that's what you do. You make a Jinka. And so they made Jinka for like the path of resurrection. They made a Jinka for like the path of life. They made some different character archetypes for these different ways to reach enlightenment. Yeah. And so they did this, but then eventually, because humans are fucking stupid, they turned the paths. Like originally, there was Anubis. Anubis was the path of resurrection, but they corrupted him over the years to be the god of death, because that's just the way things work, I suppose. And so this is a bunch of bullshit. It doesn't really fucking matter. There were a lot of gods for a while. People were stupid because God isn't real, but everyone is God, so it's kind of fucked up. Mystery school. There's a mystery school in. Okay, there's a bunch of bullshit. Who cares? The real shit. Back to Jesus. The reason that was important, because the Osiris model of life, death, rebirth is literally the reason Jesus was made. Jesus is a lot like Jesus is a GMO, basically.
It's like an industry plant.
Yeah. He was like created for a specific purpose. He was like
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, literally. He was programmed from the start to be a certain way.
By who?
Thoth.
Oh, okay.
Well, yes. Well, the Nicals in general, Thoth. Okay. Well, okay. I'll explain. What do you think you're fucking doing, kid? What do you think you're fucking doing? You think you're trying to do shit? I'm trying to do a fucking lecture.
I'm untangling it.
Thank you. And so, Thoth knew that humans needed a character they could latch on to. They needed a /our guide so they could reach Christ consciousness better. They needed someone's story they could follow. So why not have a human whose inspiration, his life follows life, death, rebirth. So he goes to I and Tia, the first two Nicals ever in Atlantis, and he's like, hey guys, can you mate interdimensionally real quick so we can get a spirit baby so we can make humans get jacked the fuck up?
Do they do it?
Why does it have to be an interdimensional mating? Why can't it be a normal mating?
Because this needs, okay. Interdimensional mating works like this. When you're meditating with your girl, when you're watching Stranger Things and the mood starts feeling that way, you start meditating saying really loudly. Yeah. And then basically giant ghost stand versions of yourself come out of your backs and just start fucking, like you can see them. So like it's not really, it's kind of, there's no reason. It's great. So when you mate interdimensionally, and when you inseminate your girl interdimensionally, what you are doing is you're not like creating a new thing. You are pulling a higher dimensional being into your woman's womb and putting it there to be remade as the species you originally were.
Okay.
Damn.
So Jesus is like actually a higher dimensional being, but he's been like converted into a human by way of fuck.
Yes.
So interdimensional mating is like a cheat to port like a higher gen Pokemon into like a lower gen game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, and so, fuck my ass, the rusty spoon, yep.
So would it be safe to say that through this idea of Jesus, he essentially created Huey's Law?
Yes, yes.
Shit.
Because the humans, like the information was out there, but you know, they needed an avatar, they needed spectacle to impress them enough to believe it. By the way, this method of mating interdimensionally was not specifically like only a Jesus thing. This happened before in Egypt when the kings of Egypt, actually, before him, all of them were kings of Egypt, but then he was the first pharaoh, Akhenaten. Akhenaten was made interdimensionally, and he was a great guy who introduced the first mystery school into Egypt. They killed him, the Egyptians, because he was just kind of a fucking asshole, like petty rich kid. Instead of dollars, he had chakras, though. And so, that was the first mystery school. By the way, side point, not really important. The mystery school in Egypt produced, like the point of the mystery school is to like turn normal people into Nicals. And so it produced 300 Nicals. They aren't really like pure Nicals because really the only thing about them that is Nicalish is that they live forever and they are immortal. Yeah, no big deal. And this starts this Essene Brotherhood. These three immortals like get banded together. There's a lot of brotherhoods here. A lot of bros being bros. What could be better around here, around these parts?
A lot of groups of 3 sorcerers.
Yeah.
Living forever.
Yeah, you know what? There's that number again. This must be connected. If there's more, if there are 2 things that are the same, that must mean they're both true.
Yeah.
Two concepts make a right, my friend. 2 rights make a real.
Yes.
Do you think that that the trio of scientists from Guilty Gear would have been like a solid brotherhood in real life? And
Yes.
Spiritually.
Soul bad guy is literally Thoth.
I was gonna say, is that man in a call? Do you think?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally.
He goes to the fucking backyard.
Yeah. The backyard is just like the 11th dimension or something.
All right.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Do you think the entirety of Guilty Gear is just a Huey's Law for spirit science?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I think usually you try to actually explain to the audience the point you're trying
That's
to
what I
convey.
did!
That's what you did, but that's not what the game did.
Yeah. Where do you think I got it?
All right. So this process, the Essene Brotherhood just kind of fuck up, and they're just living in Israel right now. They're important. There's just a couple of immortals living in Israel right now, just kicking it back, slurping some dong. And so, enter for the first time, Joseph and Mary are from the Essene Brotherhood. That's why they're important. They are 2 immortals, and they made it interdimensionally so that Mary could maintain a virgin, and then they conceived, bringing him straight from the fucking grapevine of like the 6th dimension, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Holy shit.
Some heavy fucking shit. I bet you we should go into Bible school now. I bet you we all fucking read the Bible and the New Testament. You pay attention now because this is the real shit. This is the real Bible. This lecture is the new Bible. None of that Awana shit, none of that Bibles, none of that Sunday school shit. All you need is PCP HQ for all your religious needs. That's what this shit is right now. Bible 2.0. Jesus is born. He's the perfect, immaculate baby boy. He's a perfect little baby boy. And he's great. He's a great little boy. So Jesus is a great guy. He is following the formula to a T. He has life, and then he's dead, and then he rebirths. Now, as you may all know, there are a missing part of Jesus' life that's never mentioned. He was a baby. There were some kings and shit. He was a little toddler. He was a fucking kick him around a little bit. He's too small. He can't fight back. That kind of shit. Then just later, time skip, Luffy. He is now Luffy. He's now older. But In 17 years, he went to Tibet to learn about consciousness. So he went from, like don't marry like farmers, but somehow he like traversed like the Himalayan mountains to get to Tibet for like a little while. He traveled there. He was sick as hell. And learned a whole bunch of shit about the Kundalini. Like, he was like, dude, I'm Jesus. Oh, it's me, Jesus. What is a snake of me? I don't believe that. And then, like, they're like, hey, yeah, check out this flip-on switch to Kundalini. Oh, my God! And then he was blown the fuck out with how knowledge he has now. And so, he gets blissed as fuck, he becomes Jesus, and this is where the term Christ consciousness comes from. Because Christ consciousness, again, is a type of consciousness. It is following the example set by Jesus Christ. Christ comes from the corruption of the word Christella. And in English, the word Christella was the first sounds of creation. There was the sounds of Christella. I'm not going to say them because I'm autistic and I can't speak ka, la, something like that. Christella. This is split in English to be Christ and Allah. So that's where Allah comes from. And so we got Christ from that. We got Christ. So Christ consciousness is following the example set by Jesus to be a nice baby boy, to share your bread, to share your meds, and to drink Prozac day in, day out like a fucking shake. You know the protein shakes? Instead of chocolate powder, grinded up Prozac, Ritalin, Wellbutrin, all in one. Yeah. That's the real shit right there. And that's what this is fucking about. That's what it's about. Is fucking learning how to do that shit. That's what Christ consciousness is. So if you got Christ consciousness, you are literally Jesus. You got Christ consciousness. 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 You got fucking Christ consciousness. And I have a fucking million Christ consciousness. I throw those shit away whenever I get them. I got like 50 fucking thousand Christ consciousness handing out to me over like medals, like fucking medals adorning my fucking body. Every limb of my body has like no Christ consciousness for it. It's decked the fuck out. I thought there's not enough space in my walls for their own Christ consciousness. I have fucking crazy shit. So, Jesus fucking killed. He's fucking dead. He's fucking obliterated. He is killed because the Romans are gay. And they don't get it. They're not on the same wavelength. They don't get the fact that Jesus, they're level 1s. They don't fucking get it. And so, a bunch of bullshit, fucking stupid. Okay. Jesus dies, and also, this is around the same time when like the original Mayans, they take, not a joke, they take their source of all their knowledge that they have, they put all their knowledge from their brains into a crystal skull. They got their crystal skull from Atlantis, and they took it to South America. All the information is on a crystal skull in real life. That is literally what they have, is a crystal skull.
Who has the crystal skull?
The Mayans.
And the Mayans are the priests?
Yeah, the Mayans were the name of the priest from Atlantis.
You're saying this is not something that George Lucas made up for the Indiana Jones movie. There is an actual crystal skull with actual ancient knowledge on it.
Yes.
Cool. Nice.
Indiana Jones is literally real. This proves it.
Proof.
When two things both exist, they're both real.
So when any two things are similar,
Yeah.
they must be real.
Yeah, that's right.
And so Jesus is dead. Shit's fucked. The Mayans are doing their own thing, being savages, whatever. The world has Jesus though, and the New Testament is made. It's made in a way. It's made by men, and it's made to demonstrate the power of how to reach Christ consciousness. It was all due to thanks to Thoth and his skills that allowed us to, and his helpful stair-step evolution and his consistent dedication to consciousness, that we eventually reach Christ consciousness today in the year 1989. Thank you, Thoth. Our fucking boy. Literally, okay. Rose boy. Guys, I know we said no more members, but like, so from the PCP, like, I'm thinking yes.
We'll have him as a guest. We'll see how things go.
We can replace the guy in the corner. He can be our new man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Thoth. Press 1 if Thoth should be the new PCP guy. He's not copyrighted. He's
Public domain.
yeah. And so, all this shit's happening. The world plunges in darkness because the Roman political and the Church of Rome unite, and they are now one, and they expand their influence over the entire world. And by that, I mean literally just Europe. But the entire world is in darkness now because of this. They shut down religious institutions that teach about consciousness. They shut down all this shit that teaches about chakras, about fucking kundalini, about Merkabas. No more even Merkabas.
Wait, why is the world in darkness now? Is it because of the polar shift?
No. This is after Jesus dies and Romans crack down on all spirituality. Yes. Not literal darkness. I'm saying that our spiritual consciousness is lower. We only get back due to a little thing called the agricultural revolution. Where we break away from the fucking church, except that's the other one, the Industrial Revolution. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's not the Enlightenment.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I know things. I promise. Yeah. So that's where our spirit gets jacked. But yeah, for a while we're in absolute intellectual darkness.
Unlike now.
Yeah, unlike now, in which we are in a new era of understanding what the fuck is happening at all times, no matter what.
Absolute intellectual darkness is actually the name of my ultimate attack.
That sounds Beastcapade. It's coming up real soon. So that bridges, the Dark Ages, Enlightenment. We all do that kind of stuff. We learn about all this thanks to Drangela Melchizedek, Thoth, our boy, Thoth. One last time, Thoth. Thank you, Thoth. And so we reach our modern day now. You may be thinking to yourself, that's all nice and all, but I have a little question with my brain. Where'd they go? The Martians, they did all these bad things, and they kind of disappeared. You wouldn't say anything more about them? You wouldn't say about the Jews? The Jews are just like humans now. That's fine. With the Martians, I want to know, they're kind of mean. I don't want to know if they're here or not. And it's time I tell you. There are 13 families that control 99% of the wealth in the world. These families have had their hands in every major news and political organization in the past 1 billion years. They have their hands in Apple, in Starbucks, in Panera Bread, in Michael's, in Staples, in Best Buy. And most of all, Starbucks. And so, these 13 families, they have their hands in everything. They're behind LA. They literally did Los Angeles. They have 100% control. And they don't want us learning about this. You want to know where NASA comes from? Think about NASA. Nasty guys.
Oh, right. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
It's all a lot clearer now.
These 13 families, think about it for a second. Their lust for greed and power. Their lust for purely rational courses of action.
Like destroying one another themselves.
It can't be.
And reproducing various versions of Al Roker for television use. Think about it. Think about it. What species is purely rational right down to their fucking core? The Martians! Martians!
So what do we do? What do we do about it?
Wait. Okay.
Martians!
So despite the fact that there's all these crazy like right-wing lunatics who say it's actually the Jews who control everything, the Jews are the Hebrews and they're the good guys, but it's the Martians?
Yes!
Actually the real Jews?
Yes!
Holy fuck!
I know! Think about it. Martians, they're bad, and we don't like bad people around here, do we? Just think about it. They're bad people. I never thought about it like that. They're bad. I don't like bad people. So, today, 13 families of Martians, purebred Martians controlling the world. What are we gonna do about it? We study Atlantis, Martians, meteor, ghosts, grids, pyramids, void. All together now. Atlantis, Martians, meteors, ghosts, grids, pyramids, void. Jesus! We know our history. We know our shit. We keep this shit together. We're not gonna fall down. We're not gonna lower our Christ consciousness. We're gonna be beating our fucking drums that is our heart, our cerebral percussion instruments that are our house, that beat 1,000 notes per minute. This BPM is out of this fucking world because my kundalini is coiled and it's ready to stick its entire serpent head inside your fucking vulva. That's what this shit's going on right fucking now. This kundalini is twisted. This kundalini is hopping up on shit you haven't even fucking seen. We are doped the fuck up. And we will not bow to any Martians or any fucking other extraterrestrials, any Greys. No, none of that shit. We got the love battleship, we have the Kundalini, we have our Merkabahs primed and ready. We are learning about consciousness. We have our boy, the teachings of Thoth. We have Thoth's knowledge and ability and prowess. We know everything about the tree of life, perception of the equinox, the fine ratio, the symbol of Atlantis, the Kundalini, the Merkabah, the consciousness grid. We know all about this shit. We know everything. We will not be put back down. Our consciousness will not sit back down. We will not be subjected to torment or purgatory, persecution or judgment by these fucking Martian overlords. We have the ability to hashtag resist Martians. Hashtag resist Martians. Hashtag resist Martians. Hashtag resist Martians. We are at an all-time high. We are about to reach level 3 of consciousness planetarily. As soon as we reach that, that's where we're gonna get it. Hold on. Well, okay, sure.
I'm just curious about the have your own experience. What's the deal with that?
I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
All that I've just said is true, undebatably. All the stuff about how we've reached an all-new level and we're all perfect because we've mastered tree of life, chakra relationship. This is all true. This is all real life. It's not. You're not dreaming. Pinch yourself. I'm so alive right now. That's what's happening right now. All I'm saying is, we used to be shit. We used to be level fucking 2s. I mean, we still are, but we're about to be level 3s. We used to be level 1s. Can you even fucking remember that shit? Fucking dark times, my friend. But we are at an all-time high. We are literally we are marching. We are hopping. We are fucking straight up jumping that stair-step evolution. We are grinding that stair-step evolution straight up to fucking the gates of heaven. We are taking that celestial staircase straight up to the end of evolution. We're going straight up to the 11th dimension, baby. We're coming to that shit real fucking soon if we put the pedal to the fucking metal. That's what this is all about. I'm part of the Tab Brotherhood. I'm part of the Tab Brotherhood, you fucking dumbass. That's what I'm trying to do here, is trying to teach you about the real fucking shit and make you, I'm trying to teach you to be the most spiritually balanced and articulate you fucking can. That's what this is all about. Basically, all I want you to do, don't take any of what I said as fact, even though it literally isn't. If you don't, you're fucking stupid. All I ask is that you have your own experience. You have your own experience while watching this, because that's what consciousness is all about. It's about consciousness, it's about evolution, it's about having your own free will and not just be a fucking hive mind like how literally every consciousness is. Oops, I mean, consciousness is great. And so, have your own experience watching this. And I'm telling you, dude, listen to this shit, because you need to stand tall. You need to keep your chin held high. You don't want to fall and shift. You don't want to shift in consciousness. You don't want to have this pole thing happen to you. You don't want to go into a void. You don't want to get on the ground, you fucking. You want to ascend the fucking astral plane with my boy Thoth! You want to ascend the astral fucking plane! You don't want to go to the ground, you fucking nigger! You want to reach the fucking skies, you goddamn monster! Fuck yeah! Fuck! Consciousness.